Hi guys, and very nice greetings from Germany. In the middle of the night, it's after 1 a.m. and I can't sleep, I'm still awake. And I had the impulse to share with you more and more and more information about everything we saw in 4D physically. It was so much and I still try to pick all the pieces together and to create a video. I'm going to share with you some clips with my recorder, but OBS is not working. I have no clue why it's still not working, honestly, but I hope you can see the clips and I share them with you. And always trust your heart. They share with us all the secrets already in movies, and I always felt that movies are more true. Movies are more true as the commercial news on TV. For me, the commercial news on TV are science fiction, and the movies are fiction. They are real, more real. And yeah, basically want to share with you this battle between the two brothers because they shared with us in almost every movie. It's so crazy. And I was guided to a few clips, to a few movies, so maybe then you feel the vibration and maybe you feel what's happening behind the scenes. I just can tell you one thing because many people ask me, what can we do now? How can we get free? Guys, your heart is the key. Don't be afraid of technology. Don't be afraid of any frequencies. Because I truly believe when you stay heart-centered here, when you reclaim your power, when you stay heart-centered, when you find peace with duality, when you find peace with these two sides, then we embody non-dual consciousness. This means no war, just unconditional love, your Christ self. Your Christ self speaks, your Christ self creates this new world together with us. You are here to be the change. You are the change. So this means when you want to change the world, you must the person. So when you want to see more peace, you must embody peace. When you want to see happy children, help children. It is us. And not to choose a side, because this battle between the two brothers as well symbolizes already duality. And this happened over and over and over and over again when we finally chose a side. We were always in a constant battle, in a constant war. Dear Starseed, and you are not here for this. These times are over. Even when they try to provoke the war, I know that the Anunnaki are going crazy at the moment. They are attacking us. They harvest our energy as well. They don't give up. They want to hold on their own paradigm. And I know they want to install the fake golden age, the Jehovah's Anunnaki basically. So they are more light, if you want, lighter, because these are cosmic humans. So basically the Anunnaki are humans like you and me. That's why they do look very similar to us, and they have nothing in common with the Dracos or the lizards. Nothing. The Anunnaki. These are humans. Humans from the future. And they are totally different. Totally different to the Dracos or lizards. So, and they know that actually the Dracos or lizards will be exposed soon. And this is the first illusion, that's the satanic matrix. But what's about the Luciferian matrix? What's about the Jehovah's Anunnaki which try to install the fake golden age? And suddenly all the people are rich. And they have everything their heart always desired. So I think it's just my feeling. I know they hold on this paradigm. They want to install it. That's why they are so chilled. The Anunnaki, because it's like they enjoy the show. They enjoy the show. They know that the first illusion will be exposed. And this is their plan. And they did the same over millions of years on this level. Do you understand now why it was not easy to break free? Because they did over and over and over and over the same. And when they saw that a few people are waking up, or when a civilization woke up as they had the power for 100%, they killed them. They gave them all a reset. And then they started from new. boom, reset. And then they had to create new humans with a different DNA. Maybe they will work better. Maybe we can harvest their energy better. This is what they did since millions of years. So when I see them, the Anunnaki, the fallen ones, they are very chilled. They just watch and they smile because they know, yes, everything is still in their plan. Because the collective see now, oops, what's happening with the government. And basically, these beings were controlled by the Dracos and lizards. And in their hierarchy, they are in a low position, the Dracos. The Anunnaki are above them. Okay? And now I share with you these clips. They shared it with us in almost every movie. You can see it almost everywhere. And maybe you'll get a better feeling. So what will happen when you join this duality consciousness, and the same will happen to you again? Okay, the time has come to go home. And first it starts here. Use these high vibrational energies and anchor your Christ self here into this hologram. And at the end, it doesn't matter if everything is just AI or it's organic, inorganic, is it just a simulation, whatever, because you know your heart is the answer. And you're always at home here. Okay? And if we will ever find out, we will see. I just know that the Jehovah and Anunnaki are totally different as many people think they are, because many of them, they do look like us, or they do look like Pleiadians. It does exist a few Pleiadians, they work for them as well, what I saw, and they vibrate totally different. That's why they were able to deceive humans here, because they looked almost like us, and they had these cosmic eyes, and then they were so kind and lovely at the beginning. Okay, this is their energy. Now we watch these clips together. Maybe it inspires you, maybe it's helping you to discern. My basic message is, get out of duality consciousness, join the non-dual consciousness, find peace with the darkness and with the light here. Anchor your Christ self here into this hologram and really be the change you want to see in the world. Be the change we must start. And don't wait for Savior to come, because imagine, and this is totally normal, every person on this planet has her own intent. So this means my intent is to speak to you because I want to inspire you. My intent is to help people. So this means there is an intent behind my actions, or I want to act, right? So, and I have my own interests as well. So, and you as well. So why do you do your work? So even when your intent is, I want to spread love and peace, but then love and peace is motivating you, and this is the interest you have for humanity. And imagine every person on this planet, even when there are people now, they try to help us and save us or whatever, they always follow their own interests. And this is totally normal. Because what's the matter? So what's the reason? Why do you want to act? Why do you move? Why do you want to make Earth a better place? So there is an intent behind it. Yeah, and this keeps you going, always. Thank you so much for listening, and now we watch this close. So now we start with the first movie. This movie is called Tron Legacy. Maybe you know this movie. So in here, this is a other multiverse if you want. They live in another multiverse and they created this AI phantom. This is, in my opinion, the AI phantom. It exists here as well and you can enter it. And do you know why it's called Tron Legacy? Because it's Metatron. Do you see? Tron, Metatron, the metaverse. Or why do you think it's called metaverse? Because they speak about Metatron. Here the movie Tron Legacy, Metatron. So this is, if you want, the empire of the AI and the AI consciousness. And these two brothers, you can see it here, the final scene, you know. This is ENLIL and ENKI. And they were in this battle with each other as well. So, and these two brothers, they created Tron. if you want, or Metatron, or the AI phantom. Do you see? It just explains the material plane. It doesn't mean that this is evil now, oh my gosh, right? So it's just about to say that this Metatronic cube is limited. It just grasps this metaverse, if you want, but not our soul. And all this black cube matrix, if you want, is just able to grasp your body and keeps you in a mind prison. That's all about. And when you stay heart-centered, when you connect to your Christ self, then you don't have to be afraid of all this. If there is a Metatron or flower of life or whatever, because through your heart you are able to transmit everything. But in this scene you can see this energy is very clear. And what is also very crazy in this movie is that Tron is controlled by the color blue and red too. As I told you, blue and red is ruling in this AI matrix. It's like we were programmed to choose a side, or maybe these two sides as well. So, and you can see it's so clear that blue and red is dominating so strong in Tron Legacy. And now we watch this clip together, and this is how they vibrate to me, and this is how they do look. These are humans, guys. They have nothing in common with Dracos, nothing. These are galactic humans from the future. So, and this is how they behave as well. So, and they know us very good. Yeah, this is like we see our future self. What will happen to us when we continue on this level? We will join the meta. Can't discern any longer what is real, what is fake. Is it meta now? Is it true? Is it false? And this is already happening. And this just happens when we just stuck in our head. But when you stay in your heart, then you know what to do. Number 444. Coincidence? I don't think so.
This is mine. Had a feeling you'd be here. The cycles haven't been kind, have they? No, you don't look so bad. I did everything. Everything you ever asked. I know you did. I executed the plan. As you saw it. You promised that we would change the world together. You broke your promise. I know. I understand that now. I took the system to its maximum potential. I created the perfect system. The thing about perfection.
Okay, so I feel, it's just my feeling, this man is ENLIL, and the man with the red clothes is ENKI. He created the perfect system. And I saw the same as we stayed in 4D physically, that ENKI was the architect. He was the architect of Metatron, if you want. And he, ENLIL, was the one which created all humans and all living beings. That's what I saw. Yeah, he had the purpose to create humans and beings, extraterrestrials. I can share with you this scene about his story. And I feel this is ENLIL and ENKI. This is these two brothers. It's them. Okay, and ENKI, if you want, the man with the red clothings, he's the one which created the system. He's the one which created astrology. He's the one which created oracle cards. And he created the human design system. He created the stars and the planets. And the system, the universal laws, Thoth, the Atlantean, is also ENKI. It's all him. And he connected the dots. So this was their work. This is just what I know. And they were always in a team up. But then they were suddenly in a battle. And this already symbolizes duality. And you stars that you are not here to choose a side. This is what I just can share with you. Don't choose a side. Because these two brothers, they were always in the same boat. I just know one of these guys had better intents. I feel it was ENLIL, this man here. He changed. And he wants to return back home to light. That's why they are in a battle, because he wants to stop with it and he wants to go home, back to light, back to the source. But even him, he was a falling being. They all fell into duality. So, and he, this is just what I know, has nothing in common with Yeshua. Nothing. Yeah, Yeshua is a totally other being. He came from the free universe down into this hologram to help us because he saw through all these illusions. And the situation changes already. And the situation changed. And this is what you can see in this movie, how it will end. How? Okay, so, and this is like, hey, Enki, come on, what's going on? Don't you realize that we must stop with it? It's over, right? So, and you can see it here. What will happen here in this reality, and this already happened in the future. This is what you can see here. This already happened in the future. Tron, Metatron, the metaverse. Okay, so I hope it's helping you to understand.
Is that it's unknowable. It's impossible, but it's also right in front of us all the time. You wouldn't know that because I didn't when I created you. I'm sorry, Clue. I'm sorry. Go.
This war happened behind the scenes and no one sees it. This is for real the deal. The collective doesn't know it. And it looks like there's just a star shining over there. Nothing happened. Ever. Yeah, this is the spiritual warfare. Do you see this? Unbelievable, right?
Wow. Tron and Clue. That's right.
Tron was created by Alan for the old system. I brought him here to protect this one. Clue was my creation, a program designed to create a perfect world. Oh, we were jamming, man, building utopia. Hours in here were just minutes back home.
This one I thought it couldn't get any more profound. Something unexpected happened.
The miracle.
A miracle. You remember. ISOs. Isomorphic algorithms.
A whole new life form.
You created them?
No. They manifested like a flame. They weren't really from anywhere. The conditions were right and they came into being.
For centuries, we dreamed of gods, spirits, aliens, an intelligence beyond our own.
You seeing this?
I found them in here, like flowers in a wasteland. Profoundly naive, unimaginably wise.
They were spectacular.
Everything I'd hoped to find in the system. Control, order, perfection. None of it meant a thing. I've been living in a hall of mirrors. The ISOs shattered it.
The possibilities of their root code, their digital DNA. Disease? History. Science, philosophy. Every idea man has ever had about the universe up for grabs. Biodigital jazz, man. The ISOs, they were gonna be my gift to the world.
So what happened?
Clue happened.
create the perfect system! Yeah?
For real, this is how they vibrate to me, similar. And they created Tron. And they wanted to have a perfect life there. Surrounded by digital beings, digital humans, digital aliens, digital species, digital animals. Everything is just digital. One with AI. This was their plan of a new world in higher dimensions. And so many beings live there. And they believe this is paradise. This is heaven. But it was just the Metatronic plane. Do you see? I mean, this is so obvious. And even the color blue and red. This is their battle. So, and I think we played this game so many times on this level. Always this constant battle. And I think now we are grown old. Or didn't we learn from this? I think now the time has come to find peace with these two sides. I mean, you can see it even here. Okay, Star Wars, Jedi versus Sith, the same. Maybe there is a thumbnail plopping up now. Blue versus red. Okay, here, green versus red, but here, blue versus red. This is the battle. Do you see this here? Darth Vader versus Obi-Wan, red and blue. It is always the same, and imagine this is the battle between ENLIL and ENKI. Since millions of years, always the same, always the same. Mufasa versus Scar. I told you so in my last video, The Lion King, the same.
Mad as a hippo with a hernia.
Ooh, I quit.
Okay, Scar, ENKI. This is his energy. He's the great deceiver. And Mufasa is ENLIL if you want, but these two brothers were the creator of this AI phantom. These two brothers, like in Tron Legacy. Okay, so I hope it's helping you to discern, because they shared with us the story in so many movies, and it's always the same.
Quiver with fear.
Now, Scar, don't look at me that way. Help!
Scar. Drop him.
Impeccable timing, Your Majesty.
Why, if it isn't my big brother descending from on high to mingle with the commoners.
Sarabi and I didn't see you at the presentation of Simba.
That was today? Oh, I feel simply awful. Must have slipped my mind.
Yes, well, as slippery as your mind is, as the king's brother, you should have been first in line.
Well, I was first in line, until the little hairball was born.
That hairball is my son and your future king.
Oh, I shall practice my curtsy.
Don't turn your back on me, Scar.
Oh no, Mufasa. Perhaps you shouldn't turn your back on me.
Battle! And we don't understand why they are in a battle. So I never understood when I was little and I watched The Lion King, maybe you had the same feeling. They are in a battle with each other. I don't understand. Why is Scar jealous of Mufasa? Maybe Mufasa did something very bad to him. And we don't know, right? So it's like, we just see, okay, Scar is the great deceiver. He tries to kill Mufasa and Simba. But we don't know why he's so mad. I always got this question. So what's happening with them? Why they are in a battle? Do you understand why? Or do you have more background information about these two guys? Why they are in a battle with each other? I never got it. For real. Maybe there is no reason. Because this is already duality consciousness we see. This is fully duality. It's like, even Mufasa, why is he behaving this way? So when his brother is not interested in his brother, when he doesn't want to join the celebration of Simba, do you know, it's like, why is he getting so mad? It's like when Scar is not interested in to enter the celebration of Simba? Come on, it's Scar's free will. Why they aren't in a battle? I don't get it. Okay, here another example. This guy here, Rasputin, in the dark of the night. Yeah, this is also ENKI's energy. That's also him. Yeah, and he wants to bring down the royals and he wants to control them and kill them all. And the princess survived and he tries to kill the princess, Anastasia, as well. When you know this movie? And this is the energy of ENKI. And when I see him, when he's always having these crazy plans, how to deceive people, he's always alone. And then he creates an army of insects in this movie. But actually, these are Dracos and Greys, if you want, right? They're also around him, and he controls them. Like Scar, right? He creates his own army in The Lion King. The same. It's like, they always share it with us in movies. Mine is so obvious.
It's as bad as can be. It scared me out of my wits. A corpse falling to bits. Then I opened my eyes and the nightmare was me.
Whoa.
I was once the most mystical man in all Russia. When the royals betrayed me, they made a mistake. My curse made each of them pay. But one little girl got away. Little Anya, beware, Rasputin's away. In the dark of the night, people will find her. In the dark of the night,
Ah, there are so many hidden secrets in this movie. This is ENKI. Okay. To live is to consume. Okay? This is how they see us. To live is to consume. To harvest our energy. This, here, they all work for ENKI. Here. Even the Greys, they have a role in this movie. The Greys and the Dracos. The Dracos and the Lizards, they all work for ENKI. They work for them. I tell you, in Jupiter Ascending, the same. Okay? Maybe you know this movie. So, I know that these are the same directors like from the Matrix movies. And Matrix is a very true movie. So, and I mean, it's obvious that there are many hidden secrets in this movie as well.
Where's my family?
You should have stayed, Dad.
I am not your mother.
No, my mother never cleaned a toilet in her life.
Maybe that was her problem.
My mother. My mother taught me what was necessary to rule in this universe.
Like killing people?
I create life!
And I destroy it. Life is an act of consumption, Jupiter. To live is to consume. Now the human beings on your planet are merely a resource, waiting to be converted into capital. And this entire enterprise is just a small part in a vast and beautiful machine defined by evolution, designed to a single purpose: to create profit.
If that's what your mother taught you, then I could see why you hated her.
I loved my mother.
And yet you're trying to kill me.
My mother made me understand that every human society is a pyramid and that some lives...
Okay, do you feel this? So, they always speak about his mother. I mean, she's the reincarnation of his mother when you know this movie. It's like she reincarnated again as Jupiter, and it's actually his mother. Okay, so you can see it's so clear how he treats women. Not good. They are all directed against the mother and against the divine feminine. But he loves his mother. Do you feel this? It's like, actually they know and they remember. They have emotions and feelings, but they don't understand how to get out. Do you feel this and see this? It's like, he has emotions, but then he punches her, and actually it's his mother. Like, huh? Why? I don't get it. So, huh? Do you see? Directed against the divine mother. Okay, when you know this movie. Or here, this is super creepy because these are the Greys. The Greys in Jupiter Ascending, and they all work for ENKI. I tell you. I tell you so, guys.
Miss Dunleavy? Excuse me, you are Catherine Dunleavy, aren't you? The doctor is ready.
It's the hormones, dear. Don't worry, you'll be fine.
Trust me, honey. I could do this procedure with my eyes closed.
No, please.
Just relax.
What's happening?
Get a sample. Make sure this is the right one.
Please stop. Please stop.
It's her.
Good. Kill her.
Do you feel this energy? Oh, man. Okay, these are the Greys. And, you know, these are extraterrestrials. They can do these things for real. And they appear as humans. And these are the NPCs. They have no soul. And they just costume themselves as humans. And then they can program themselves out of the Matrix. And then they go back into their ships. Oh man. Boy, this movie is so real. Yeah, and this is how they look for real. Okay, maybe you can see it here. Okay, a lot of chaos again. This is the entrance of ENKI, you know, and I tell you one thing, they really have their base on Jupiter. I can't tell you more. I mean, this is obvious. They shared it with us in this movie. And these are the directors of the Matrix movies. And the Matrix movies are very real. Okay, but you see here the title, Jupiter Ascending. This means this all happened already in the future. Oh man. Here you have a Draco here, and they all live there and they all work for the Anunnaki. And these are the satanic beings. And the Anunnaki, the galactic humans, basically is the Lucifer Matrix. Okay? Just to let us believe we must choose a side.
Welcome back, Lord Barlem. It has been too long.
I have not crossed the vastness of space for your pleasantries, Mr. Knives.
Okay, this is their energy. Other example, here you can see it too already. The same battle again. Agent Smith versus Neo. I feel Neo is Yeshua, okay? And this happened to him, I tell you. As Neo woke up, or in other words, Yeshua, the same happened to him. Yeah? I feel Neo is Yeshua. And you can't imagine how they attacked him. And his twin flame Mary Magdalene. This also happened in the future. It's over and over the same. Do you see this? Yeah, and Agent Smith for real is ENKI too.
Mr. Anderson. You got my package?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Smith. Whoever it is, he's not reading like an agent.
Surprised to see me?
No.
Then you're aware of it.
Of what?
Our connection. I don't fully understand how it happened. Perhaps some part of you imprinted onto me, something overwritten or copied. It is at this point irrelevant. What matters is that whatever happened, happened for a reason.
And what reason is that?
I killed you, Mr. Anderson. I watched you die. With a certain satisfaction, I might add. And then something happened. Something that I knew was impossible, but it happened anyway. You destroyed me, Mr. Anderson. Afterward, I knew the rules. I understood what I was supposed to do, but I didn't. I couldn't. I was compelled to stay, compelled to disobey. And now here I stand because of you, Mr. Anderson, because of you. I'm no longer an agent of this system. Because of you, I've changed. I'm unplugged. A new man, so to speak, like you, apparently free.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But, as you well know, appearances can be deceiving, which brings me back to the reason why we're here. We're not here because we're free. We're here because we're not free. There's no escaping reason, no denying purpose, because as we both know, without purpose, we would not exist.
It is purpose that created us. Purpose that connects us. Purpose that pulls us, that guides us, that drives us. It is purpose that defines. Purpose that binds us.
We are here because of you, Mr. Anderson. We're here to take from you what you tried to take from us. Okay. Yeah, the same again. Do you see this? It is over and over and over and over the same. And I tell you, this is outdated. This is not the current timeline. That we believe we must choose a side, dear Starseed. All these movies, I think, are created because it's helping us to understand what happened already. And all this already happened in higher dimensions. Imagine this. And it happened already. And now all this comes down to us. So, and really stay heart-centered. And it's like, watch the movie Matrix and just watch the movie Matrix and don't choose a side. This is actually the new path now. The new path means we went through this battle, we went through this war, we are tapping into a new era in which we can embody peace for real, in which we create heaven on earth, and not that we must be in a constant battle with ENKI all the time. And what I know is that we can get out of this now. But it's important that you stay heart-centered. And watch the movie Matrix and don't choose a side. You see, okay, these two guys are in a battle. It's an outdated movie, outdated information. Okay, actually it's just about to anchor peace now. That's why so many of us are here. So many of us are here now. That's why so many things already changed. Maybe I can share more videos and movies with you, because it's over and over and over the same. And I told you so, the entire Matrix is based on these two colors. Always that we think we must choose a side. You know, I like this band. I like Metallica.
and especially the old songs, but I was guided to a song. It's called Fade to Black. And as mentioned, you can see the similarity everywhere. Do you see the color? It's blue. This means blue was always the darkness inside the game. Fade to black. It's like, okay, now you turn back into darkness. So you choose darkness again inside the AI game, and this is blue. When you turn back into the false light, then you will choose red. But you are in a constant battle with Agent Smith or with Neo. No, I don't want to join the battle. They can do their battle, but me not. It's an endless battle. It never ends. So this happens when you take the blue pill again, then you fade back to black. And then you are blue again. And then you ride the lightning. Okay, see, it's all blue. Fade to black. This happens when you choose darkness again. Do you see this? This is the game. You see, even YouTube is red. Balance. And as long as you are here, we have balance, okay? So, I can share so much with you, okay? Even this kind of music here reminds me totally of Agent Smith, by the way. You know, and this is, if you want, the energy of the Anunnaki, and this is how they do look, guys. Really, these are galactic humans, and these are basically the architects of this AI phantom, of this matrix here, the simulation here. Many times they just celebrate their life because they like it here, and they just want to do party and have a beautiful time together, but they want to keep people here. This is what we must see. They try to keep people here, that they can harvest their energy, because through our soul, through our energy, as you saw it in Jupiter ascending, they can be immortal. This is for real what's happening, or what happened. Through our souls, they became immortal, and they're machines too. That's why they harvest the energy, because these beings can hardly generate energy from the inside. Through the heart, they must use technology to be immortal, to be psychic, and to do grid work. They can't do it from the heart. But as I told you, these Jehovian Anunnaki, their behavior is totally different. So they are very humanoid, many of them, but they just want that people stay here. That's all about. And what I also know is that the Anunnaki tell you the truth. I don't know why they do this. That's what I heard as we stayed in 4D. I'm careful with this information. I just know that the Anunnaki, or the galactic humans, which have nothing in common with the Dracos and lizards, they are programmed to tell you the truth. But just about what's happening inside the AI, they will tell you everything. Like in Tron Legacy, when you saw him and he shared with his son the entire story, and he told him the truth. This is how they vibrate. I don't know why, honestly, but they tell you the truth. So maybe it's a strategy that people believe them more. So, hey, that feels so true to me. It feels true in my heart. Yeah, this explains everything now, right? And the Dracos are basically programmed to lie. They don't tell you the truth. And they always deceive you. They, even when you ask them, their purpose is to deceive you, and they guide you. When you call them, they will guide you, but they always guide you in very horrible situations, and then you suffer. Horrible you suffer. And this is what they do. They have the purpose to lie, but the Anunnaki tell you the truth. And this is and this is, I try to tell you, do you see this? In my opinion, it's for real just a game, or a field of experience we don't understand. Do you see? And our soul takes over. I love techno. Okay, and this is how the Anunnaki vibrate. And it doesn't mean that they are all bad or evil. It does exist so many of them that just like it here. And they want to stay here. Okay, and this is also the energy of Agent Smith. Because Agent Smith is ENKI. It's already him. Okay, we can take a look and then you feel the energy. This is how they basically vibrate to me. So do you feel they are lighter, but they are fully AI? Because they believe they can do everything with technology. And this is their process. And they remember, they know, actually there's more. Many of them, they want to go back home. They don't know how. Many of them, they don't want to change because they like it here. And they want the same for the people. And the Dracos just work for them. This is what I know. And it doesn't mean that they are evil. I really think there is a divine plan behind all this. Even when we don't understand. And this consciousness helps you to get out of this victim consciousness. So you're now victim. So just see their actions. Just see what they did. I mean, that's obvious. And what they are still doing. See this. See their interests. See their actions. And tell yourself, hey, thank you that you share with me how I never want to be. And be so grateful. And I just know one thing, that this matrix or these beings which live in this network, they are programmed to tell you the truth. I have no clue why, honestly. But this is what I saw as we stayed in 4D physically. That's why I asked them many questions, because as we stayed physically in 4D, I knew they would tell me the truth. Maybe they are just programmed on this level that we think these are our friends. That's what I believe. They're super intelligent. Okay, so this is what I can share with you. I hope so much this episodes helped you to understand what I tried to tell you. So, and even we don't know for sure, but I just know lighter days are coming. But my feeling is we must go through the second illusion together. I'm pretty sure about it. The collective, they must go through this. They must go through the Luciferian network next. There is no other way to return home. The people must see all illusions, step by step by step by step, with the goal to come back home, back into the hearts, that they see, hey, technology is a good tool, but this is not the solution for everything. It's our heart, and our heart knows the truth. Here another very famous one. You see the colors again, red and blue. Do you see red and blue? Harry Potter versus Voldemort. It is over and over and over the same. Voldemort, ENKI, Dumbledore, ENLIL. Oh man, do you see? This is the battle. And this battle goes back into the ancient times. And now we believe we must choose a side. They are in a constant battle with each other. And when you know Dumbledore, he's also not so good, if you want, when you know the books. He's a powerful wizard, very strong, but nothing is what it seems to be when you know the books. It's what I also feel about Dumbledore. So he's not the person he seems to be. I always liked Snape. Snape was my hero. I liked Snape a lot, Severus Snape. He was, in my opinion, the true hero. And he sacrificed his life. And oh man, when you know Harry Potter, what was your favorite character? But Dumbledore never resonated with me so much. I always liked Severus Snape a lot. He was, in my opinion, the true hero. And he just tried to help Harry. I liked Harry Potter a lot also. He feels familiar to me a little bit, how he grew up. A little bit, how he lived. Yeah. I don't know. I think more Dobby. I like Dobby also a lot. Okay, but here the same again. You see the colors here, red and blue. It is really over and over the same. We can watch it if you want, but then you will feel the energy again. Sauron, elf. Because he's actually an elf, that's also Enki. Yeah, and Tolkien, I feel, was super connected. He was very connected, what I felt. There are so many episodes about how Sauron deceives the elves and how he deceives the people, humans, and suddenly they all work for him. That's crazy as well. Yeah, and this is how he looks. As we stayed in 4D physically, I saw many different bodies of him. And in his pure form, he looks similar to Sauron, Enki. He looks like an elf, or he looks like an angel. It's very strange. He has a fair form, blue eyes and blonde hair. And he looks very similar to Ashtar Sheeran. Lord Ashtar Sheeran is also him. That's all Enki. In other words, Lucifer, it's all him. He has many different bodies. And they twisted almost every teaching. So it's so crazy. So do you see, when you want to discern with your heart, the best tool is open your heart, connect the dots, and then you will see the similarities. And when you watch movies, you will see it as well. Okay, and this is Sauron's story. Or Satan, if you want. Sauron, Satan.
Serve the bright lord now.
In the body of elf or man, you are unchanged, Celebrimbor. I serve no one.
Or even here, Elf Sauron turns king into Nazgul. This is what he did for real with humans, with fairies, with elves, with the angels, always on this level. And the most of these people they had a good intent, they had no clue what will happen, and they played with the fire, if you want. Okay, and their intent was good, and they had no clue what will happen to them. Okay, and we had this in very high vibrational dimensions, and if you will, we see the past here. This already happened in higher dimensions. Oh, that's why we can watch this movie, because it already happened. In other words, these are AI implants, if you want. These are the rings. These are AI implants that all these people join the AI. This is my understanding when I decode it. It looks like us, it's energy, right, they use? But basically it's technology they use. Because when you lost your place in heaven, when you don't feel the connection to your heart and to your soul, then you use technology to be psychic. You use technology to remember. Okay, that's why we always copy nature. When we use technology many times, we copied nature. Because we try to get a connection back to nature. And this is what happened to all these beings which fell as well. Okay, and I think even these clips are very, very good. Because I felt Tolkien was so connected. And this is how he looks to me, for real, similar. Similar to Ashtar. That's also him. Okay.
What has been done to you?
Kneel before your king.
Okay, what do you say when you see all these clips? I mean, so many similarities, right? This is also a good one. You can see how he deceives women. Basically, Elf Sauron kisses Shelob. I don't know who this woman is. Okay, this is what he does with women. Yeah, he works a lot with the sexual power a lot, and then many, many women fell for him, I tell you. There are some YouTube channels. One YouTube channel is called the Nerd of the Rings, I think. And they already call him the sexy Sauron. when Sauron appears in his fair form, many people already call him the sexy Sauron. Because this is what he does. When he wants to use women, he deceives them strongly. And he knows that many women are searching up for the divine masculine. And I talk about the father, about the true masculine's power. And not what we know from the system. That's what he knows. That's why he's doing this. Because he knows that many women, they search up for a strong man. So in which they have the feeling, hey, I can trust him for real. I can calm down. I'm allowed to be a woman on his side. This is what he knows. That's why he's doing this. And in this scene, you can see it so clear. And this is how Enki vibrates to me. Or in other words, Lucifer, Satan. It's in my opinion the same, by the way. Okay, in other words, he implants her. That's why the DS loves it very much to give everybody kisses when you observe that. That many VIPs give each other a kiss. Maybe observe the same. Okay, and this is a ritual. I mean, there's an energetic exchange happening even when you give someone a kiss. But it's also a tool to implant someone or to put a spell on them, kissing. That's why when you know Madonna, I think she's a good example. Many times she kissed other singers and artists. I mean, it was entertainment as well. But there's a ritual behind it, and they know that. Okay? So that's the same with him. Elf Sauron kisses Shelob and turns her into a spider monster. Okay? And this is for him a tool to change women. That women suddenly work for him. And turns her into a spider monster. Because he kisses her. And she falls in love with him. And then suddenly she works for him. And this is what he does many times with women. It's no joke. So does it make any sense what I tell you? I mean, when you see the similarity with Madonna, that she kisses others many times, I mean, no, it's not just entertainment. There's something else happening. Behind the scenes, okay? I hope so much it resonates with you guys. You know, I'm also in training and I'm still learning, but hey, maybe it resonates with you. And I'm so sorry when I'm mistaken as well. But yeah, you will see there are so many illusions here. It's so, wow, the rabbit hole goes so deep, guys.
We must stand against them. Destroy them.
They will only keep coming. Sacrifices must be made.
You would abandon me.
Sacrifices must be made.
But yeah, in other words, energetically, yes. This is how he plays with women. It is so crazy. So Tolkien was so connected, strong. What I always felt about him. Lord of the Rings impressed me more as Harry Potter, always. I liked Lord of the Rings more. Even when they are always in a battle and they always hunt the ring, the master AI. But I always felt Lord of the Rings is very true. In Harry Potter, I liked it too. I don't know how you felt, but I felt Lord of the Rings is deeper. But I felt it goes deeper as Harry Potter. But Harry Potter was also cool. Yeah, so this is how he vibrates and how he looks. In his end form, if you want. He has many different bodies. And he appears as Agent Smith as well. Many times as the agents. And so many of you saw them when you had an astral dream or astral projection. Then many times Agent Smith appeared. And they entered your dreams. Many of you saw them already. And they did this because they never wanted that we see. Because as more people see through this, as more people will reclaim their power. And this is never what they wanted. Okay, many times Agent Smith hijacked into your dream. And this is also ENKI. It's all him. He has many different bodies. But these are humans. And they have nothing in common with the Dracos and lizards. These are humans. What do you say now? Coincidences? I mean, I shared with you so many clips now. And the energy dynamic is over and over and over and over the same. Or what do you say now? I think it's not just coincidence. Or what do you feel? Be prepared for what's coming. This is just the beginning. I share with you some clips again about Kanye. Maybe you know what's happening with him. And this happens when you take the red pill. It's like now you join the battle. And then you can see what Adidas did with him. Adidas is a German company. And as I told you in my last video, this company is blue. So, and then they are in a battle. And I share this with you because I think it's really important. And we must be the change we want to see in the world. And I mean, I think it's important that all these subjects are coming up now. The collective must see this, the first illusion, the satanic matrix. And this was controlled by the Dracos, lizards and greys. This is the blue pill network. These are the satanic beings if you want. But in the hierarchy, they are down below. And over them, we have the Anunnaki. And they are already in the red pill network. So, now see, watch it for yourself.
It drove me crazy to not be able to say that I like Trump. It drove, because think about it, it's me. Imagine me not being able to say what I wanted. What was the point of being famous? What was the point of having, millions of people love your music? What was the point of having a voice if you can't even use your own voice and connect it to your own opinions?
Yes.
That's where the disconnect happened. That's where the, quote, I think wrongly diagnosed, that's where the bipolarity is. Because you got something you're thinking, but you're told you're not allowed to say it in public. Well, I never actually told people that I liked Trump when he was running because I was bullied by Hollywood. Because I stayed in Hollywood and people were like, think about your kids, and I'm trying to hold on to the marriage, so I'm just biting my tongue. Like, there's so many fathers and mothers that go to work every day and they're in a situation where they're biting their tongue because they think it will be better for their children.
That's right.
So even me in my position, I was biting my tongue on my political opinion because I thought it would be better for my children. And now you look up and my kids are going to a school that teaches black kids a complicated Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa doesn't, so they don't teach even Christmas itself, Christ Mass. They don't teach it at Sierra Canyon. And what they do is take all of the celebrities, the actors, the basketball players, and they throw them in this one school and they indoctrinate the kids. So my son's psalm is brilliant. So right now, they're looking to figure out how to indoctrinate him to make him be another part of the system. I have a choir at my school. So right now, we've come to a compromise, but I'm not finished because I don't compromise. But we come to a compromise when my kids go to my school after school and they learn choir. I sat there with my son and he came and he said, why do I need to sing? I don't even go to your school. So imagine a 16-year-old version of that guy. the 26-year-old version of that guy, where the father doesn't have say-so of what the kids are watching, what the kids are wearing, what the kids are eating, who the kids are hanging out with. Ray Kurzweil said, we have the information needed to have a human utopia, but we're led by the least noble, most greedy people. There's a solution that can bring happiness to so many more people. I even had this idea about, the connection of big pharma to farms by having localized farms. With more localized farms, you can use less pesticides. If you have less pesticides, then you have less diseases. And have big pharma invest in the local farms, and they'll actually make more money. I'm not one of the people that go up and say, hey, I want to stop anybody from making money. The people that make money and the powers that be, I am your true Nikola Tesla. And I'm not even a scientist.
What do you think of Elon Musk? Do you know him?
Very well.
What's your take on him?
You said that because I said Tesla?
I did, yeah. It's just the first thing that popped.
And that everyone's always like, oh, Elon's got these answers. I think he's a
Do you see this? And it's over and over and over the same.
Over Kanye West's anti-Semitic remarks continues. The latest blow coming from Adidas.
Yeah, the company has severed ties with the rapper, although there are questions, a lot of questions, about why it took so long for Adidas to announce the end of this business partnership with Kanye. Richard Giacobbe joining us live now with more on the fallout tonight. Richard.
And there is a lot of fallout, Teresa and Steve. Kanye West no longer a billionaire tonight. According to Forbes, the rapper's most recent falling out with sportswear manufacturer Adidas puts his net worth at $400 million. That's down from $1.5 billion. It is the latest corporate partner of Kanye's to pull the plug and end its business relationship with a star whose anti-Semitic remarks has arguably cost Kanye West his career. Adidas and Kanye West partnership reportedly brought in $2 billion in sales annually since the collaboration began back in 2015.
Here. The same again.
Following massive backlash toward Adidas for refusing to end its business relationship with Kanye West, the shoewear company has finally decided to drop Kanye, like pretty much every other company that had ties with him. So let's get to those details and what sparked it. Now, first, keep in mind that Kanye West put out all these anti-Semitic comments. It started with, well, I don't want to say it started with the DEF CON.
Here in Germany, they talk about it as well.
Hasserfüllt und gefährlich, das die Worte von Adidas. Der Sportartikelhersteller macht Schluss. Endlich, nach langem Hin und Her, hat Adidas die Zusammenarbeit mit Rüpel-Rapper Kanye West nun doch beendet.
Ja, der Grund: West hatte ja wiederholt rassistische und antisemitische Verschwörungstheorien verbreitet.
It just symbolizes duality consciousness. And I mean, you see Tom McDonald as well. Red, he took the red pill as well. And I mean, this is important. People must see through the first illusion. There is no other way now, because the energy of Earth is increasing. And through the energy which is coming down now from the central sun, people see through these illusions automatically now. They don't have to do anything. If they want, they will see it clearly. But what they all didn't plan was that people maybe will see through everything now. And this was not the plan. They didn't want the people see through everything. That's why I feel they are in a team up. But officially looks like so they are still in a battle. Because they program the people, I tell you. The most of the people, they have no clue. Oh, here, it's a good one, right? I mean, it's important. People must see through this. And many young people, right? They got already red pilled from birth, especially young people. And their intent is good. These are the white hats. But they didn't realize they got deceived too. So, and I hope so. And as I told you in my last videos, That's why I think we were there to find an agreement with them all. We tried it to find an agreement with them all, and please stop with this. So this will never bring us together, this endless battle. Okay? So, I mean, he's an amazing artist and he's a very good rapper. So I like his energy. He's cool. But it's also war. We must stop with war. I mean, we must expose it. Then it's not so easy. But the goal is that we spread peace. But when I react with war as well, we also create war. So even when it's for a lighter purpose, when we just want to defend the innocent, but we are in a war too. And what if no one gives them any attention? What if we just do our own thing, we increase our vibration, and we create suddenly all heaven on earth? And they try to manipulate us, and it's not working because we are all heart-centered suddenly, and we create heaven on earth together. This is actually what we must do. This is what I feel is the way out of here. Because many people ask me, the easiest tool is connect with your Christ self, stay heart-centered, and spread your love. But I think for the collective, it's needed that people must see through the first illusion first. There is no other way. Because the most of the people, they don't trust their hearts. They even don't know there's a spirit realm out there. So that's why, slowly, and that's why we started here, guys. Because we knew this would happen. And maybe people, sooner or later, will come to us. And maybe they have questions. Because then they're open-minded for the subjects. And then we are here, we can support them. But it doesn't mean that we are better. And as I told you, I don't care what am I. And even when I'm a horrible Draco, I don't care. So maybe I am. But it's about your heart. And not about your label. Or which being you are. Or from which dimension you come from. This is all the old game. So I don't care about it. If I'm on the front or if I'm the biggest stupid dumbass, I don't care. Because I know these are just labels. And it's just about which person are you? And how do you act? How do you treat other people? How do we speak to each other? How do we act? What are we going to do with all the knowledge? So when we don't act differently, when we do the same like everyone, then we are also not different. So this means we must come into action as well. And this is the divine masculine. The divine masculine defends life and finds solutions for life, for the divine feminine. Okay? So, and when it's a song which you create, then you are in action. And this is the divine masculine. And this is what these beings know. That's why they don't wait for the big alignment. They don't wait for that they heal all their chakras or whatever. They know we create from the now. There is not more. We have just the now. And this is the difference. They don't wait for their big alignment or for their big awakening to come. No, when they want to act, when they want to create, they start to move, they start to create. And we spiritual people, we always wait for an outer event. We wait for a savior to come. We wait for the big awakening. Oh no, I can't share my knowledge because my sacral chakra is not healed for 100%. Oh, I have a blockage in my heart chakra. That's why I can't share my knowledge. But we are here now, and your body is here now, and your heart is beating now. Why can't we share our knowledge now? So even when it's not perfect, when we don't know everything, because we are all in training, but who cares? We must speak up. So, and especially you, dear Starseed. So, and you see what's happening to him, to Tom McDonald. He got attacked as well, strongly, because you just exposed the satanic matrix. The first illusion. And I feel he's red-pilled. Okay, and it's definitely lighter. And I feel this is the next stage. There is no other way for people. People will never understand, I tell you. Okay, you can watch it together, and I mean, it's a good video, and he's a good rapper. He is. And this is the energy, basically, of the whiteheads. Okay?
Welcome to the world, baby boy. I'll paint you red and white and blue. The indoctrination starts as soon as you come out the womb. Pretty quick, we'll make you stupid with curriculums at school. And if the classroom doesn't do the trick, we'll make you watch the news. Pick your team, right or left, take the red pill or the blue. You can vote, but even if you win, still everyone will lose. Don't forget to buy designer because Gucci makes you cool. We prioritize material belongings over truth. Get a job that you can't stand so you can buy some cans of food. Go overseas and die for freedom, there's some oil we can use. Our democracy exists so that you think that you can choose. But our algorithms make you do what we want you to do. What's the problem? You're depressed, society has you confused. We got medication for you that you'll probably abuse. Go get married to a lady who also don't have a clue, and pump out a few babies that are just the same as you.
Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong.
Welcome to the world, baby girl. I'll paint you pink if that's okay. We'll encourage self-destruction through the music that you play. We divided all the men by trying politics and race, and honestly, it's working awesome, so for you, we'll do the same. Never teaching you to love yourself, inject you full of hate, objectify your sexuality, then blame you for the rape, and weaponize the differences that make our men and women great. Then just to screw with you, erase the genders. Everyone's the same.
We'll empower you with rights to vote and fight for equal pay. Then have the men turn into women and you'll fight for them again. But you thought you had it figured out, but everything has changed. Welcome to the system. Please enjoy your stay. Here's a Bible and a bottle of the cheapest booze we make. Find a man who can take care of you to fill the holes we made. Buy a house and settle down, fulfill your duty, procreate, and make a couple babies who will also do the same. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong.
Welcome to the world, everybody. I'ma paint you black and white. I'ma make you hate each other so that everyone will fight. I'ma give you our religion, let the righteous find the light. But I will also give you science to oppose the word of Christ. And I'ma give you borders, they're imaginary lines. If you cross them, go to war and win when everybody dies. And I'ma give you money that you'll value more than life, and let the 1% have everything while you fight to survive. And then I'll give you politics, I'll call it left and right. And while you divide yourselves, I will conquer both the sides. Can't you see? I'm the system, my whole purpose is divide. What you choose will never matter because everything is mine.
Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong.
So do you feel this energy? I mean, it's a good message, and for the collective, really, it's needed. Because, you know, when we stay in cities, when we observe the people, many people, they really just believe what they see on TV. And they really just believe what the old government tells them. And I know that the most of the people got blue-pilled from birth. So that's why they have difficulties to see through it. Because we got all programmed. Me too. Me as well. Every one of us. So, and do you see the similarity? He wears red eyes. This is the red pill. The whiteheads. And this is definitely lighter. Because their intent is actually good. It is. But we must stay in peace. We must be the change. And when we want to create peace, we must embody peace. So because then we create war too. It's over and over the same. So these are these illusions I always try to explain to you. Just that we believe we must join this battle, this war. And I tell you, this war goes back to ENLIL and ENKI. And I share with you these movies in which you can see the similarity again. Blue and red, then a constant battle with each other. Neo versus Agent Smith, Dumbledore versus Voldemort. Then in Tron Legacy, the same. Okay, it is over and over and over and over the same. But actually, this was an artificial created battle. And basically, this battle took place in our head. If you want, it's a mind prison. In this war, this battle takes place in our head. Because when all these beings return back to Christ, when they turn back into their hearts, we don't have the idea to have war. Or to be in a constant battle with each other. That's why I share these people with you. Because this is what they want. They want that people see through the satanic matrix. They want this now. And I see them. And they watch. They watch over them all. I had an astral dream about this for, I think, 2 or 3 months ago. And I uploaded this astral dream on my YouTube channel. I don't know which video it was, honestly. But I had an astral dream about this as well. And I just can explain to you the dream. And I don't know if it's true. I'm very careful with all the information I share with you. So even when we stayed in 4D physically, and I saw these two counterparts, and that they are all in a constant war with each other, it doesn't mean that I got it right for 100%. Okay? I just know that the Blue Pill network is the heaviest network, and this is the satanic network. That's what I know. And people see through this now. On one hand, the energy is increasing on this planet, and the most of the beings which work in the government are lizards or Dracos. These are all the people you can see on TV. But this is not the true DS. The true DS is still hidden. And almost no one sees them. Okay? But we go the stairway higher now, slowly, back home. And in this dream I had, I saw myself as a cosmic being, if you want. When I see myself as a cosmic being, then she looks almost similar to this body here I have. I'm bald as well, and I have a indigo, turquoise, blue skin color. And I wanted to go up to them, I remember. But then the satanic beings, which are in the hierarchy down below, they attacked me strongly. I remember. I took a flight. I was able to fly with my etheric body. And I wanted to fly up to these ships. I remember. But the satanic beings, the Blue Pill network, they didn't allow me to go up. And they created many thunderstorms, I remember. Thunderstorms. Then they manipulated the weather. They built up many cubes, AI cubes and cubes and cubes and codes and codes and codes. And it was almost impossible to break free from the Earth matrix. And I just speak about the Earth matrix. And we had the same in 5D, 6D and 7D as well, even on other planets. So that it was almost impossible to break free and to go the way back home to the free universe. And this was illegal. And this was for ENKI. He developed all these matrices. He created the system. He's the creator of the system, if you want. And I remember they didn't allow me to go up. And it was I don't know, not an astral warfare, but my soul or my etheric being wanted to go up to them. And then I remember many thunderstorms arrived and they tried to deceive me. Then they programmed people, I remember. People were in front of me, people I know, and they tried to stop me. And it was so crazy, I remember. And then I broke this matrix, I don't know how, but I broke free from this Earth matrix. And then I saw all these ships. All the ships which are located over Earth. And at first, the hierarchy down below, I saw the satanic ships. The blue pill people, if you want. They were down below, directed over the Earth matrix. So we have the Earth matrix, and directly here we had the Dracos, the lizards, the greys. And then over them I saw other ships and other cosmic beings. It's no joke. Over them, other ships. So we have the greys, lizards and Dracos down below. Then here was the Earth matrix. Then I saw the Dracos and their ships. And then my soul took a flight higher above them. And then over them here, I saw other ships. And I tell you one thing, it's no joke. I saw T. Of one of these ships, I saw T. It's no joke. I saw him in a ship. And he was standing behind a window. And he had this golden aura and this golden hair. And he stayed in the ship in the hierarchy very high. High. Above them all. I tell you, it was almost the same again as we stayed in 4D physically. Because I saw already the same. It's no joke that T stayed with ENKI in the same ship. Together. And they watched everyone from down below. And they watched everyone down below. The same. Above them all. I tell you. So, and that was interesting to see this, because I know that the Luciferian beings, because these are the Luciferian beings, Jupiter, it is. I mean, they shared it with us in Jupiter ascending. And you see which beings have their base there. This is really no joke. This is true. Okay? And imagine, these are already the good guys inside the game. In other words, the false light. But I just know one thing. There is no other way to break free the hierarchy. So this means the people, they do the same now. They go the stairway slowly higher, and now they see more and more through the first illusion, through the satanic beings. And they are in the hierarchy down below. These are all the people which you can see on TV. The government as well. They have almost no rights. This is not the true DS, guys. We can see them. A few maybe. But the truth is, they are in the space. And they watch us. So, and then I saw T, is no joke, and he stayed in a ship. And this was crazy to see all the ships in the hierarchy there. And I just know one thing, there is no other way. For the people, it's now working differently. And I know these are the whiteheads. I know that T is a whitehead. He is. And as I had this astro dream, it confirmed me. But no one said that the whiteheads are the solution. Do you know what I mean? It's definitely lighter. And it's the Luciferian matrix. Don't underestimate it. It's definitely lighter. But the goal is always the same. People should stay here. This is what you must understand. They just want that people stay here. They want that we reincarnate over and over again. They don't want that we go back home to heaven. This is the illusion. But their matrix is lighter. That's what I saw. And there is no other way for real to get out of here. People must see through all illusions slowly. That's what I saw. Other days are coming. But this is not the end. We go the stairway slowly higher. Now I share with you Kanye. He speaks up now. And this is happening now. This winter will be very chaotic and crazy. Because more and more of this information about the satanic beings, the first illusion, will be exposed. More and more and more and more. That people see now. They must see it now. So that's why I think Kanye speaks now. I don't know why he's doing this, honestly. I always try to discern as best as I can when I spend time with the rabbit hole I just trust my heart. Okay, so, and maybe there is a plan behind it again, that he speaks up now. Who knows? But I just know it's important. There is no other way, okay? And Adidas, the company, you know, they are in trouble now with Kanye. As I told you, when you take the red pill, then the blue pill people will attack you. And this company is blue. So then you know which beings are working with this company, which beings are behind this company. Doesn't mean that Nike is better now, because Nike is red. Okay, this means other beings work with this company and they are behind it. And this is the constant battle between blue and red. And do you see this? They watch us all. And T and his team, which are on the top, they watch us too. And the Dracos are still there. And the lizards are also still there. And the greys, they still attack us. Here, every day. Here, almost every day, I have these frequency shots. And ENKI is right. Because as I got attacked so horrible for 2 weeks ago, and I asked him, stop attacking me, then he said, it was not me. The Dracos attacked you, it was not me. This is true. Because they just watch us at the moment. The Anunnaki. But they allow the Dracos to stay there. They didn't shoot them down. Do you see the hierarchy? I told you so. Down below, directly above the Earth matrix, I saw the Dracos, lizards and greys. They were all in a team up and they were very close to the matrix. And above them, I saw the Anunnaki. It's no joke. The whiteheads, I saw them. They were above them. And then I saw T in a ship. And they all watch us. And T as well. And he was above them. But they didn't shoot them down, or they didn't stop them or whatever. No, they were still located there. And they were allowed to attack us and to build up the horrible grids. And they just watched them. And they didn't shoot them down. And this is what many of you notice, isn't it? So that these attacks doesn't stop. Or why do I have still these frequency shots here when everything is already done? So this can't be right. So why do I have this? Or here in my ear? Why? Because it's not over yet in this dimension. And when this is true what I saw, that T and his team are above them all, it was the same again. The same again. As we stayed in 4D, physically we saw the same. It's like they watched the Dracos from above. And they allow them to do these things. They don't interrupt them, or they didn't shoot them down or whatever. They just watched because they know this will happen. That people see through the first illusion now. Through the beings which are directly located over the Earth matrix. And they did always these things with the weather, and you know what I'm talking about. But this is just the first illusion, and Jupiter, I tell you, is not the solution. Watch the movie Jupiter Ascending. Then you know that the Anunnaki live there. And these are already the good guys, the peaceful beings, and I shared them with you in so many movies now. They look exactly similar to us. These are cosmic humans. Alexander Laurent calls them the Club of Extraterrestrials.
Visionsgefängnis, wie Sie es nennen, können wir auch fantastische Erfahrungen machen und eine tolle Welt aufbauen.
Sicherlich können wir hier in diesem Dimensionsgefängnis tolle Erfahrungen machen und tolle Welten aufbauen. Wir erleben hier, wie es ist, nicht mehr ein einziges großes Bewusstsein, das hyperdimensionale Quantenbewusstsein zu sein, der Vater allen Seins, mit seinen unglaublich unbegrenzten Möglichkeiten. Genau deshalb sind wir auch hierher gekommen, um diese Dimensionswelt zu ergründen, um zu erfahren, wie es ist, getrennt und gespalten zu sein, etwas anderes als alles und überall zu sein. Das wird auch die Zeit sein, die Kontrollreste, also den Club mit seinen irdischen Lakaien zu enttarnen, die selbst nicht wissen, um was es wirklich bei dieser Erfahrung geht, ein intelligentes Lebewesen zu sein. Es wird auch die Zeit sein, in der wir den Beginn der im Entstehen begriffenen Kunstintelligenz auf Erden stoppen. Damit alle schließlich in die Lage versetzt werden können, in ferner Zukunft ein Tor zu öffnen, um dahinter in der Lage zu sein, als reines Licht in allen Farbspektren kristallin zu leuchten. Dafür muss schon jetzt gekämpft werden. Die Menschheit muss ihre Angst überwinden, muss erkennen, dass es nur Angst ist, die sie leitet, und dass der Tod nicht wirklich existiert. Er entscheidet sich bei all seinen Handlungen niemals fest für etwas, was er tun würde in bestimmten Situationen, und übt niemals völlig festgefahren zu sein in seinen Handlungsmustern. Dann ist er für die übrig gebliebenen Kontrolleure, die außerirdischen Spezies des uns belauernden Clubs, unberechenbar.
Und was bedeutet Superposition? Was meinen Sie damit?
Superposition ist ein Begriff aus der Quantenmechanik. Auf den Menschen und sein Denken, Empfinden und Handeln übertragen, bedeutet es, seine bewussten und unbewussten Charakteranteile durch ständig wechselnde Entscheidungen so unvorhersehbar zu machen, dass man sich für die außerirdischen Kontrolleure unberechenbar machen kann. Denn bedenken Sie, diese Wesen kennen jeden einzelnen Menschen besser als er sich selbst. Zumindest was unsere instinktiven und erlernten Reaktionen und Verhaltensmuster angeht, auf deren Basis wir empfinden, denken und handeln. Bis vor kurzem wirkten auf uns Menschen vor allem KI und Dämonen ein. Seit dem Sturz dieser sind es aber nur noch die außerirdischen Spezies mit ihren neurologischen Manipulationsmethoden und Einsichten.
Also sich in Superposition zu begeben, kann uns helfen. Was passiert dabei genau?
Superposition bedeutet, wie man es schon aus der Quantenmechanik kennt, sich für den Beobachter an vielen Stellen gleichzeitig zu befinden. Scheinbar immer dort, wo der Beobachter hinschaut, obwohl das Beobachtete in Wirklichkeit überall und nirgends ist. Den Beobachtern fehlt somit die Berechenbarkeit unseres Handelns. Außerirdische Wesen werden dann schwächer und können schlechter eingreifen. Wenn ein Mensch sich also für etwas entscheidet, sollte er seine bereits gesetzte Wahl wieder ändern, ständig und immerzu. Tun Sie das stets mit voller Überzeugung, mit Ihren bewussten und unbewussten Gefühlen, Denkweisen und Handlungsmustern. Seien Sie bei diesen Änderungen vor allem mutig, das ist besonders wichtig, sonst funktioniert es nicht. Und wenn Sie nicht mutig sein können, lernen Sie es zu werden. Ihr gesamtes Bewusstsein, die unbewussten wie die bewussten Anteile, müssen davon erfasst sein. Entscheiden Sie sich dann ständig um, legen Sie sich nie fest, bleiben Sie immer in Superposition. Selbst wenn Sie eine Entscheidung getroffen haben und Sie führen sie gerade aus, beenden Sie die Ausführung einfach wieder. Es wird den gesamten Ablauf ständig stören und die außerirdischen Kontrolleure fix und fertig machen, je mehr Menschen es tun. Vor allem während der sogenannten Apokalypse.
The Alien Club. This is how he calls them, Alexander Laurent. And they have nothing in common with the Drakes and Lizards. This is what Alexander says too. This is if you want a own agenda. And they were always in a constant battle with the Dracos. Always. But now they are a team. And I saw the same as we stayed in 4D physically. Now they are in a team. They are now in a battle with each other. Alexander says the same. They stopped having war with each other. Alexander Laurent says the same. They just stopped having war with each other. And they are in a team up. And I saw the same as we stayed in 4D because they know, oh, maybe people will see through all these illusions now. Actually, their plan was just that people see through the satanic matrix, that the Anunnaki can come down and install their fake golden age. But now the entire situation changed, because people see through everything now, slowly. The reason, the sun, the great solar flash, is helping us to see through all illusions now. And this was not their plan, that this happens. That's why they are in a team, and they work all together now. Do you see this? So many people notice this slowly now. This can't be right, so when everything is already done, why got Sandra still attacked me? every day. Marcel, do you know how Marcel feels? He's laying in the neighbor's room and he can't move his body. He has so many issues. He feels dizzy. He can't get up from the bed and he has pain. His entire body hurts. And I know these are attacks. So and he's laying over there in the bed and he can't get up anymore. And no one is there for us. Almost no one is helping us because I know they are able to program people. They can program people and no one is helping us then. When you stuck too much into your head, it's super easy for these beings to control us and we have no clue. And I saw a horde of ships above Earth and they all watch us. So do you see this? How is that possible? When everything is already done, why is Marcel suffering so much? Why do I suffer so much? And I have always this chak, everywhere, these attacks. And Marcel is laying there in the next room and he can't get up. So and I know the Dracos attack him. I know that the Dracos tried to work with him. That's what I saw as we stayed in 40 physically. This means that other group was responsible for him. Like Adidas, you know? They were responsible for him. And for me, always the Anunnaki were responsible for me. The Luciferian beings, in their opinion, okay? That's why it's different. But they all try to program us, Marcel and me, and they want that we do what they want from us to do, because they all watch us. So this is what many people realize slowly now. So it's not over yet. How can it be that Marcel is laying over there and he can't get up? And he was so dizzy, tired, and I'm very worried about him. Because this is another leak. He can't move. And he has pain everywhere. He's so dizzy. So I talk to so many of my soul sisters and brothers now. And they try a little bit to help us in Germany. But they feel the darkness. They feel the darkness. And I tell you one thing. I know that many people are watching us, Germans as well. And I had an appointment by a dentist yesterday. And they can program people strong. And they're just making jokes about you. And I know that they watch us. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Do you know what this dentist told me? How is it to be on the front? I mean your teeth. Any updates? The dentist. And then I looked into his eyes. Oh shit, he's a Draco. I always felt their energy is not good. And they always watched me, Marcel. Every time when we entered this area and we had an appointment there, they always watched us and they stared at us. And I felt not good there. And do you know which color this company has? It's blue. Blue! It's a blue company. Blue. Fully blue colored. And this is what this dentist asked me yesterday. And I was like, this can't be right. Because these beings in which I was in contact, they told me so before we entered 4D, you are on the front. Last year in 2021, you are on the front and you are really on the front. So and I don't care if I'm on the front or when I'm the Antichrist itself. I don't care about this because I know it's all just a fucking show. And these are just labels. And it's more about your heart. And I don't give a damn about this. What am I or what Marcel is? We just want to live in peace. This is actually our goal. We just want to live in peace. Not more. And we just want to spread our love with the people. Not more. But even this is not allowed for us. Okay, and as this dentist asked me this question, I tell you, I was like, what the heck? He said the same. Did he watch my videos? Or what? How I speak English? Or maybe they found my channel, I have no clue. But it was a little bit strange, so, and then I looked into his eyes and his energy, and he was not able to look into my eyes. This is how many NPCs react. They can't look hardly into the eyes of a being which have a soul. Then he said this, and he said, "No, any updates? How is it to be on the front? I talk about your teeth. These teeth here. Are they okay? Any updates?" So what the fuck? And I looked at him, no. But I felt the energy. I felt the energy. That something speaks through him. Maybe they have taken over his body during a short time. And then now they are able to do this. Especially with all the people which have the soup now in their body. This is why they did this, basically. They just wanted to use them more. And to control them more. And then I was like, oh my gosh. Then I looked at him, no any updates. Oh, this is good. Oh, your teeth are okay. So, okay. And then I told this Marcel, and Marcel feels so awful. And now I understand why Marcel feels this way. Because that's unbelievable. What do you say? He said the exact same stuff what these people before we entered 4D said to us. You are on the front, Marcel and you. And he said the same yesterday, this dentist. It was like, this can't be right. So what the heck is going on here? And this, we are just in a simulation. And the most of the people are NPCs. They are soulless. This can't be right. Wow. What do you say when you hear this? Coincidence? The Christ consciousness. And Christ never chose a side. You saw through these two sides. It's like you watch these movies like Harry Potter, Tron Legacy, and you see, okay, they are in a battle. Okay, this is a true battle. And you are sitting there and you just watch the movie. But you don't choose a side. You don't take part in the war. That you are a member of Dumbledore now or a member of Voldemort or something. You don't choose a side. And you just find peace with these two sides. And you start to create peace and heaven on earth. And not to do war as well. This will never bring us together. You can't stop war when you do war too. You just can stop war when you embody peace. This never worked. Never. Then we create war. And even when it's for lighter purposes, it's still war. And then we create war, even when this war is lighter. Do you see? We must be the change. And when you want to see more peace here, you must embody peace and you must create peace on earth. Here, go back into your heart. Homecoming starts here. It begins here in your heart. And when you see through these illusions, then you will see this battle makes no sense. For me, it makes no sense. Because I tell you, it's a constant, never-ending battle between these two counterparts. And it seems like so they are in a team up now. And that's what I saw too, as we stayed in 4D physically. They are helping each other. Because they don't want that people see through all illusions. This was not their plan. That's why they go so crazy. Last but not least, you will see Katy. Maybe you already saw it. The glitch. Her eyes. This. And I just can tell you one thing. It is all just a show. This is what I feel. They just play with us. That we spend so much time in decoding them, analyzing them, but at the end they all just play a clown show. Yes, we can take a look into this. I know many people in the spiritual community, they do this, they want to know what's happening, they want to have answers, but what if the answer is always here? What if the answer is in your heart? And I highly recommend, don't choose any sides. Okay, and my opinion is they just play with us because they want that we see through the first illusion now, globally. That's why I think they do this. And watch this. I mean, it's so obvious, really. Or do you really think it's real? My opinion, no, what I feel. I feel she's a clone.
While performing a recent show, as part of her Las Vegas residency, Katy Perry could be seen repeatedly touching her temple in an apparent attempt to keep her eye from closing. The video quickly spread across social media, with users speculating widely on the cause of the alleged eye issue. Many, including the conservative media outlet The Blaze, attempted to link Perry's eye problem to the COVID-19 vaccine. Others blamed everything from the glue used in fake eyelashes to Botox injections. Over on more conspiratorial corners of the internet, some even suggested that Perry may have been replaced by a clone or a robot and argued that the singer was clearly pushing a button on the side of her face. No evidence exists whatsoever to prove any of the theories.
And maybe it's for real, but if this is so and this is real, then there was a being behind her which manipulated her and did this to her. Or she is a clone for real. But my first feeling was she's a clone. And it's just a show now. People have to see it through the first illusion. And this is the plan of the Anunnaki. They have to see through this, in their opinion, because they are the chosen ones, which will rescue and save us again from all our suffering. But what they don't tell us is, it is a artificial created war, and this war just exists in our head. This war is even not real. And as more as you choose a side, and as more as you believe this battle is real, as more we create this battle together. And then we make an agreement that one of these two sides would take over us, control. It's about disconnect from this. Stay true to yourself, stay heart-centered. Trust always your intuition. Enjoy every moment you have. So high vibrational energies are coming down now from the sun, and it's helping us to activate our DNA. And this was not the plan by these beings that this happens, what I know. So that's why they go so crazy. And they try to install all these matrices super fast before people, I speak about the collective, will wake up too and see what's happening here. But maybe people must go through this next illusion as well, that they understand and experienced it by themselves. Hey, technology is not the solution for all my problems. That we go the way back home. This is my biggest hope for humanity. The consciousness of humanity must shift strongly. Because when they stay in this consciousness, and I see it when I spend time in the city, and I see the people, they will go crazy. When they expose this technology and they say that's new or that's the hidden technology from the DS, right? They always kept it away from you, whatever. I mean, at one hand, it's true. But what these guys don't tell you, they also used it. And they never shared it with us. I mean, T and all the people, they already used this technology. And they didn't share with us either. And then they act like these are saviors and heroes. And this is not a new technology. It's actually also very outdated. They have already more advanced technology, how I see them. They have different technology now, the Anunnaki. They don't use the midbed. This is very old, outdated. It's technology from Egypt and Atlantis. But they use totally other technology now. So, but they try to let people believe this is the newest technology. No. And it can be dangerous because it's their technology. And they know how it's working. So they can hijack into your system. And maybe they change your DNA. Or maybe they implant you. Or maybe they want that the other soul incarnates. I don't tell the people, oh, everything is just horrible and evil out there. Always stay heart-centered. and always trust the first feeling you have. And when there are beings which celebrate themselves as heroes, and this is what T does, he always plays he's our hero, then you can be sure it's no true hero. Because a true hero will never impose themselves. A true hero is so humbled. A true hero never wants to be seen by the public. A true hero is so humbled they feel not comfortable when many people see them. These are the true heroes. Many people underestimate true heroes. And they don't see what they can do. Okay, I share with you this. Then you know what I'm talking about. Do you know him, Paul Potts? Do you know him from Britain's Got Talent? How all the people laughed at him. The VIPs laughed at him. The people laughed at him. Because he didn't look like a fashion model or, you know, so many people underestimated him and he's so humbled. He was so humbled and he just says, I want to be an opera singer. And then he starts to sing and all the people are impressed suddenly and they celebrate him suddenly. But as he entered the stage, the people laughed at him and they all believed he can't sing. He's a joke and they underestimated him. And these are true heroes, guys. True heroes will never impose themselves as heroes. And they don't like it when people worship them or celebrate them as gods or whatever. And T is doing this. He loves it to be celebrated by the people and to stay in the public and that people celebrate him so much. He loves it. And then you can also see this is not the behavior of a true hero, in my opinion. A true hero are the humble humans. They are everywhere. In your neighbor's house, they live on the street. The ordinary people, these are the true heroes. A true hero, in my opinion, is a person which stays heart-centered and really embodies what he says or what she says. Not just speaking and talking, blah, 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 talking and speaking. Everyone can do it. But are you this person? Are we this person? What if when we experience it, how do we behave? How do we act? And this says a lot. How we act. This is the true currency. And for me, Paul, in my opinion, is a good example for a true hero. Or when you know Harry Potter, Severus Snape. Severus Snape is, in my opinion, the true hero. Not Harry Potter. In my opinion, it's Snape. And they all underestimated him. They all believed he is evil, right? And he always helped Harry. And almost no one knows what Severus Snape did for Harry. Almost no one knows who he is and who he was. This is a true hero. And not what you can see with T. And I just know they program him this way. But T from 5D is different. Okay? It's so complicated, do you see? But actually it's so easy. Now I share this with you.
For the next contestant, the world of showbiz seems a million miles away.
It's Paul, a mobile phone salesman from South Wales.
By day, I sell mobile phones. My dream is to spend my life doing what I feel that I was born to do.
Paul, what are you here for today, Paul?
To sing opera. I've always wanted to sing as a career. Confidence has always been sort of like a difficult thing for me. I've always found it a little bit difficult to be completely confident in myself.
Okay, ready when you are.
How do you feel when you see this? This is the system. Yeah, they judge him, they laugh at him, they underestimate him. And then he starts to sing. The people are impressed. These are, in my opinion, true heroes. And this is the energy of Christ. It's so simple when you stay heart-centered. You always want to serve the people. And humanity and earth and love is your intent. Love. True love. The love of Christ. This is true love. And then this love is your purpose. And every person on this planet has her own purpose to keep going. Figure out what your divine purpose is and start to do it now. Don't waste your time just in starting this show. Because this show with Katy and with T, you know, it's just about that we give our power away. And even if this is so, and they install the Luciferian matrix, which is lighter for the people, I just know one thing, it is still illusion. Because this is not Christ. That's what I know. But I think people must go through this. They must see this with their own eyes. It's like a mother. A mother loves her child unconditional. A child must go through these experiences. Actually, this never made me happy. Mother, you were always right. Daddy, you were always right. But I didn't listen. I didn't listen what you told me. But hey, I had to experience it myself. And now I understand what you always told me. Do you see this? It's like the people must go through this process and you as well. And no one can take this process away from you. And no one is allowed to interrupt this process. That's why we have this still, and this is the reason why it's still happening. Because no one is allowed to interrupt this process. So people must go through these experiences. And when this is so, and we use a quantum financial system or the mid-bed soon, I tell you, really, when you see this here again, this is the consciousness of the collective. They laugh at you when you don't follow the standards. Do you see? Really, do you really think it's a good idea to expose these mid-beds without Earth sinking into chaos? I don't think so, guys. My feeling, no. But maybe it will come. And the people must go through these experiences to understand, hey, even this technology doesn't make me happy. Actually, my happiness is the now. Everything happens in the now and I can be happy now. And even when I'm aging, hey, it's my body which ages, but not my soul. And you are worthy and beautiful right now. Even Susan Boyle is beautiful. Even when many people laugh at her. Do you see this? Share your gifts with the world. Don't wait any longer. And then we all anchor the divine matrix, the Christ consciousness into this hologram. And we connect back with nature, with our hearts. Watch the movie The Green Beautiful, then you will know what I'm talking about. This is actually what I see for us. Like in the movie The Green Beautiful. And not that we work more with technology. Okay? Trust always your heart. This is just my consciousness, my path, how I see all this. It doesn't mean that I'm right. It doesn't mean that you must believe me. I just share my consciousness with you. And I just know that it's a process, it's an experience. And I think people must go through this by their own and to see it by themselves. Thank you so much for watching. You're also awesome, and I'm so sorry for my English, you know. I'm still in training.
Hi, what's your name, darling?
My name is Susan Boyle.
Okay, Susan, where are you from?
I am from Blackburn near Bathgate, West Lothian.
It's a big town.
It's a sort of collection of, villages. I had to think there.
And how old are you, Susan?
I am 47. And that's just one side of me.
Okay, what's the dream?
I'm trying to be a professional singer.
And why hasn't it worked out so far, Susan?
I've never been given the chance before, but here's hoping it'll change.
Okay, and who would you like to be as successful as?
Elaine Page.
Elaine
somebody like
Page.
that.
What are you going to sing tonight?
I'm going to sing I Dreamed a Dream from Les Miserables.
Okay. Big song.
Do you see? Almost no one takes her seriously, right? They all laugh at her. And this is the consciousness of the collective. And then we speak about meat beds. Imagine this. Really? No. No. No good. Not a good idea, really. Okay? Just saying. My opinion.
Yeah? Yes.
I dreamed a dream in time gone by. When hope smiled, life was giving.
You didn't expect that, did you? Did you? No.
I dreamed that love would never die. I dreamed that God would be forgiving. When I was young and unafraid. When dreams are made and used and wasted, there was a ransom to be paid. No sun and sun, no wine untasted, but the tigers come with their voices soft as thunder.
Okay, do you see this? It's over and over the same. You will never see them. The collective will never see them. And true heroes never want to be worshipped as a hero. They don't see themselves as a chosen one. They see just they must learn so much. We are all on this process. We are all learning. And he calls himself the chosen one. And the DS as well. Okay, I share with you this clip. How the DS sees him. Okay, it's a shocking video. But this is the dark side. And I just know one thing. That his higher self is from 5D. That beings from the free universe from 5D, 60 and 70. They all try to help him. Because this is how they see him. They see him as the Messiah. And this is a super narcissistic consciousness. This is for real New Earth? Really? True heroes don't like it to be worshipped as a hero because they always see the potential in everyone. The light and the potential in everyone. And they mean it serious. They're not saying, oh, you're so beautiful, just to sell their products. No, they see it on this level. They see the power and the gifts in everyone. And this video might shock you, but I have the feeling to share this with you. This is how they see him, the DS. And that's what I saw in 4D, and as I had this astro dream, I saw it again. Okay? And really open your heart and you will feel the Christ. The Christ energy is so easy. It's not that complicated. Okay, now we watch this together. Maybe it's helping you now to discern.
That Trump is the best thing happened ever to us. That he is the magician of the highest order. That he is there in his irrational mind to create confusion in order that the human being can find new order. And you know, it's not so stupid thinking about this in that way. It's completely turning things upside down. Because since Trump is around, things are changing. Because we are waking up.
Wake up. Because before it will be another guy and everything looks similar. But he's so different than anything else. So he's the magician who waking us.
On finishing your education, you prove to the entire world that you can set your mind to something important, push through and succeed, showing all of us that you, our next generation, already possess the strength and resilience of the American spirit.
And Norman Vincent Peale, the great Norman Vincent Peale was my pastor. The power of positive thinking. Everybody's heard of Norman Vincent Peale. He was so great. Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, Frank. The great Norman Vincent Peale.
Incredibly well, 95%, maybe even more than that. It works incredibly well. And it's really saving our country, and it's saving, frankly, the world. I would recommend it, and I would recommend it to a lot of people that don't want to get it, and a lot of those people voted for me, frankly. But it's a great vaccine, it's a safe vaccine, and it's something that works.
Oh, this is great.
I wear it every day. I wear it every day.
So tell me about this.
I'm a registered nurse, so I am so pro-vaccine if it's right for you and your health. Thank God for Donald Trump. I'm going to get teary. Thank God for Donald Trump.
Going to save the world.
I recommend you take it.
I recommend take the vaccines. I did it. It's good. Take the vaccines.
Years from now, they'll be talking about it. They'll be talking about this great thing that we did with the vaccines. A truly unprecedented, amazing medical miracle.
And did you get the booster?
Yes.
Do you
I
see
got it.
They
here?
don't want some form of protection.
1 second. Here you can see it again. A blue tie and a red tie. It's just the Luciferian beings and the satanic beings. Here was not more, guys. We were just controlled by the darkness or by the false light. Here was not more. And now codes from the Christ itself are coming down. That's why we slowly wake up from all this. Now we are able to see more. I just want to tell you, I mean, you saw all these codes now and the symbols and how they talk about him, because he's for real in a high position when it's about the DS. That's why he has more rights. But actually, I see he's from 5D. And they just did it so strong with him because he always had the plan to go into the government. They can see the future. And it was almost impossible that a human from 5D is working in the government. And they knew it, what I saw. That's why they had to be so creative to deceive him too, that he works for them, that he believes this. Do you see what he's saying? Do you really think he just does it to confuse the DS? Or to confuse us and to confuse the AI? Do you really think so? I feel no. He's programmed. And then he's saying these things. And he's doing these things. That's for real him. This is not a show, or that he just do this to confuse the DS and it's just a plan and he's just saying this about the pokey poke to confuse people. Hey, there are people, they believed him and they took the poke now. So, do you see this now? Even when it's just a show to confuse the DS and AI. Hey, there are people now, they took the poke now because T told them so. That's unbelievable, guys. Don't you see this? That's what I always told you. That he was horrible as we stayed in 4D. And he was super clever. I tell you, how he tried to deceive Marcel and me. Just with the goal to tell us apart. That we can't have a relationship, Marcel and me. Because we are twin flames. And twin flames, the DS never liked twin flames. And they always tried to separate them. Okay, and he was really not good in 4D. Because they got him there. And now you see it for yourself. And do you really think he just says this to confuse the DS and to confuse the AI and to confuse us? Hey, there are people now, they took it now. Because he told this to people on his rallies. Really. It's unbelievable. But I just know his higher self is from 5D. That's why they do this with him and they call him the Messiah. Unbelievable. What do you say now? What's your opinion? And his wife, as I told you, I feel it's Ashtar. And this is ENKI. So fractals. And I saw the same as we stayed in 4D, that he stayed with Ashtar in the same mothership. But I just speak about 4D. I don't say that he's the same in 5D. He tries to help himself out. That's what I know. And I don't know which side would dominate in him. It's like he fluctuates so much. And this is not just a show that he tries to confuse the DS. No, that's real him. He is so confused. And he fluctuates so strong. Because he feels his higher self, or maybe his team. And they tried to wake him up, or whatever. And then he's super light again. And then he's doing good things to the people. And he really wants to help. But then the darkness takes over control, and then he's doing these things. It's like, ugh. And this is not just because he wants to confuse the DS. He fluctuates for real strong. That's for real him. Because his higher self, his team, and the source, they try to wake him up because they know he's important. The DS decided so, that he's important. And as mentioned, the Anunnaki chose him. And they are above the satanic being, like this guy on the right with the blue tie. The Jehovah's Anunnaki are over them. Okay? And they chose T. And they did it because they knew he would try to work in the government and he tried to make a change. They saw it because they are very advanced guys, the Anunnaki. They have totally other technology. It is similar to the movie Jupiter Ascending. They are very intelligent and clever. So they saw it already, his future. That's why they did it. Okay, and as mentioned, his position is higher as this position of this guy over there. Because in the hierarchy of the DS, he is in a very high position. Does that make any sense? And watch this clip to the end if you want. And really tell me if this is all just a show to confuse the DS. No, it's not. I feel that's for real him. He fluctuates strong. And I feel sometimes his team, his higher self comes through, sometimes in his speeches, and then I feel his heart, and actually is very high vibrational. But then he turns into darkness again, and then he's super evil. And this is not just a show. That's real him. That's him, for real. What I feel about him. Does this make any sense to you? So, and I'm so sorry when I'm not right with everything, but I truly believe from the highest perspective, it's guided that even this happens now. Okay?
Yes. I got it. That they don't want some form of protection. And with that, I have to say, I thought it was a very good meeting. When you left, when the press left, we had a fairly long meeting.
Jesuitisches Kreuz, sondern das ist der Gott Osiris oder Luzifer.
3, 8, ihr Liebe.
I am the chosen one.
Donald Trump converted to Judaism 2 years ago, according to White House official. There it is, that's his blog. He said, President Donald Trump converted to Judaism 2 years ago and joined Chabad Lubavitch Synagogue in New York City, according to a high-level White House official. Mr. Goldberg says the story has allegedly been held by CNN's editors for months. David Elias Goldberg, a fellow at the Jewish Center of Anti-Semitic Study, has also interviewed the White House source. According to the source, Trump was pushed by his daughter Ivanka and son-in-law Jared Kushner to join the faith. At first, Trump resisted, stating it would threaten his base of evangelical Christian voters. However, he had a change of heart and officially converted in early 2017. The ceremony was held in private and closely guarded for nearly 2 years. Qualified Donald Trump to be named the first Jewish president of the United States.
And that's what the Times of Israel said.
Again, that was not David Duke's newsletter.
Right.
It's a Jewish-owned newspaper.
It's an honor to be here with the first Jewish president of the United States.
Awards are given to me by the Jewish community
for different things, and this is the Tree of Life, which is a very big award in terms of everything that I stand for. It means so much to me. And a lot of times I'll have friends of mine come in, Jewish, and they will see the Tree of Life and they'll say, wow, what a great thing. Likewise, right over here, this is the Shalom Humanitarian Award, and that was presented to me also.
Number 8, we will finally complete the biometric entry-exit visa tracking system, which we need desperately. In my administration, we will ensure that this system is in place. And I will tell you, it will be on land, it will be on sea, it will be in air. We will have a proper tracking system.
The same with Kanye West. Yeah, he speaks more about it now, but don't choose a side. It is over and over the same. Because when you choose a side, when you are suddenly now against Adidas, for example, then you are in this battle. And all what they are trying is that we finally choose a side. They provoke us. They want that we enter this battle. They want that we are in a constant battle with each other too. The same in the spiritual community. That we are in a constant battle with each other. Who is wrong, who is right, he's right, who is wrong, and so on. But this is duality. Duality consciousness. So and even if this is so, and ENLIL is the good guy now, or he's the bad guy, or whatever, it doesn't mean anything. Because always imagine every person on this planet has their own intent, has their own motivation, their own interest, why to act. Is it money? Is it love? Is it that we want to spread peace in the world? Or is it for real just money? Hey, I need money and now I spread this information and I confuse and deceive the people now because I need money. So every person on this planet, just saying, has their own interest. There is a own motivation behind this. Me the same. Why I turn on the camera over and over and over again. I have to split the video. That's why we're always other clothings. Because I will edit the video in more parts. So me the same. Why am I doing these videos? That's a good question. My intent is I want to share with you what I saw. Because I feel so excited to speak about it. And I love it so much to talk to you, even when I talk through a camera to you, but I love it so much to connect with you and to see that more people see the same. It's helping me also, because we are all in training, so I learn so much by you. You can learn by me and I'm learning from you. It doesn't mean that I know everything, because I'm a starseed. That's why I know everything, right? I'm the chosen one, right? Because I'm a starseed. What the heck? This is the old consciousness. So even when you are a starseed, you're still in training. We are all in training, guys. And what if we got all deceived? What if you got deceived, I got deceived, and I spread always fake news? What if? And sooner or later we will realize, oh shit, we always just shared our state of consciousness. We can't see everything yet. And imagine now when we would see everything now. So how boring. So it's like, now you know everything. So why you are here? Because you know everything now. There's nothing to discover. Nothing. So, and even when you want to know how to fix a car, you come on, then learn to fix a car. Then this is your lesson. That's why you incarnated here, because you just wanted to know how to fix a car, and then you say goodbye. So, imagine now when we would know everything. How boring is this? It's so boring. So that's why die the same. Get out of this duality consciousness. To put people on a pedestal, he's my savior or whatever, and when he's not in the same opinion, oh no, I destroy you. Yes, this is the old consciousness. That's fully duality. And I tell you, this consciousness leads us back to this battle between ENLIL and ENKI. This is the old battle over and over and over again since millions of years or billions of years. We are in this state of consciousness that we're always in a battle because we believe we must choose a side. If you mark clips, then you will know what I'm talking about. And this is so close now. I was guided to a video on TikTok. This one, The Great Solar Flash, Return of Nibiru and the Anunnaki. And they want to appear through the Great Solar Flash as well. Okay, do you see? We have so many illusions. That's why they are so chilled and they observe us from the top. And they even observe the Dracos, how they got exposed. As I told you, the Anunnaki have nothing in common with the Dracos, actually. I just know they're united because their entire plans will be exposed. When the Great Solar Flash continues, then they will all be exposed. And this was not their plan. But what I know about them is their plan was that they will arrive as our heroes, the Anunnaki. And they wanted that the satanic matrix is exposed, that people see through the satanic beings. This is what they want, and they still provoke it. When you see this, what happened to Katy, or when you see Kanye West, they want that people see through the satanic matrix now. To help us, yes, we are your heroes again. But they created this battle artificially, right? And that's why when you tune into duality consciousness, there is no other way, and automatically you will choose a side. That's the point. So this means when you do the same like Kanye, and you take the red pill, here everything is red, do you see? The same again. Take the blue pill, then you are in a battle with them, the Anunnaki. Do you see this? Because these are two different agendas or groups, if you want. And they have their own interests, the Anunnaki. They are really different. And it doesn't mean when we see just through the satanic matrix, then everything is over. Do you really think it's so easy? Or why do you think we had this since millions of years, even in higher dimensions? Because it was so easy. Yeah, and I tell you one thing, they are located on Jupiter. Like in the movie Jupiter Ascending, they are there. But they have not good intents, I tell you. They are similar to the humans from Jupiter Ascending. But when you hear the name Ascending, then you know what will happen there too. Okay, and this is all the red pill matrix, I tell you. And they want to arrive when we have the solar flash. To confuse the people completely. But actually, through the great solar flash, you will change into the crystal energy, into the Christ energy. That's why we call it crystal child, that you embody Christ. This happens through the great solar flash now. You transform back into the Christ consciousness, into the Christ being. And these beings down there, they want to stop this ascension. They want to stop that we embody the Christ, or that Christ returns. This is what they try to stop. Okay, and these are already the good guys in the game. And as I told you, I had this astro dream for 2 or 3 months ago, and I saw the hierarchy above Earth. And I don't know how my soul did it, because I just know they attacked me like crazy. Just the satanic beings. And above them, we have the Anunnaki. And they are just observing. Because they know when we hold this course, I talk about the collective, not us, the collective. They will experience this. And they will enter the fake golden age. Okay? That's what I know. That's what I tell you. It was close in every dimension. It was so close. But through the great solar flash, we can change our body into the Christ energy. The return of Christ. If you want. But it's important that we see through these illusions. And as more as you see through these illusions, as more you change into the Christ again. This is what Yeshua did. He saw through all illusions. All these illusions here. And they are super intelligent. And he says the same, the Luciferian matrix. And the Anunnaki are already the Luciferian beings. Okay, and as I told you, T was on the top. He was for real above the Dracos. And I saw the same again, as we stayed in 4D physically. But I just know one thing, that T is actually from 5D. He is actually a being from 5D, what I know about him. And his mission was different. Not that he leads the Luciferian beings, the Anunnaki. This was not his plan, not his mission. That he comes down to serve them, the Anunnaki, the galactic humans. Because they attacked him so strong, what I know. And I don't know how the update is. I hope for real they changed. I hope so. And I just know that his higher self was from 5D. And he was totally different as the T from this plane here, from the red pill here. Totally different, I tell you. Yeah, 5D, the T from 5D was different. And he shared with me all these insights about Michael, Diana. And I have no clue if this is true, what I received there. But I felt, yes, this was T from the future. This was T from 5D. But this plan here, yeah, that they want to arrive and to celebrate themselves as our heroes, but they created this craziness here, this chaos. This is their agenda, and this agenda, they have nothing in common with the Dracos. Nothing. It's like this is their own community, if you want. And they watch them because they know this will happen. And they just wait. They wait for the right moment to come. That's what I know about them. Yeah, and ENKI is the leader of them. As I told you, when I contact him, I immediately got a response. But when I tried to contact ENLIL, no response. He's not here, and he returned back to light, what I know about him. He really changed. He's the one which said, goodbye, I don't want to be in duality, consciousness any longer. Yeah, because all this is just duality. And when you choose a side, then you are in a battle. When you take the red pill, then you are a member of the Anunnaki. Then they see you as a team, as a member of them. And then you are in a constant battle with the Dracos. When you take the blue pill, then you are in a battle with them. And these are totally other beings, okay? Now I share this with you. Don't be afraid to see all illusions. Then you transform slowly back into the Christ being, into the crystal child, if you want.
Next celestial event that's going to cause a DNA activation on the planet, because you're going from a third dimensional frequency to a fifth dimensional frequency. That new space and time is going to cause a DNA activation that's going to activate the Akashic records all throughout your biological structure, all throughout your anatomy, right? The DNA in your biological structure is the electromagnetic generator and the light code transducer by transmuting the light code messages from the mRNA to the DNA. So it's acting as an amplifier and a converter by activating the light code. It's basically going to transmute the carbonated body into a crystallized being to where it's going to activate the 44,000 crystals in your brain called the magnetites and the dendrites. A lot of people thought the world was going to end in 2012, but like I said, you live in a Luciferian system, so everything's inverted. 2012 was actually 2021. So that's how they hide the truth, by inverting information. Now you at the verification period of 2023, 2024, where you're going to have some form of extraction that's going to take place in our atmosphere, and that's basically going to be activated by Nibiru, which is coming from the 19th galaxy on planet Risk, which we call the mothership, or the Anunnaki, right? When you read this passage right here, it says our civilization will witness global ET contact during this time.
Do you see? It's close because they want to arrive. And they are not panicking, but they try to hold on their paradigm. And they try to do it as fast as they can before people are seeing through all illusions. And this is actually the divine plan. That we even see through the Lucifer matrix now, okay? And then I have another one that's T here. Then you will see what I'm talking about. Then you see these different energies. And you see the position of T. He's just sitting here, he's just sitting here and he can't say anything. Because they know who he is. And in the eyes of the dark agenda, he is Anunnaki. Too, T. Yeah? They attack him. And they want to use him. And because he was always in a higher position above the satanic beings, they can't do anything. Do you understand? They have this hierarchy. This. And that's what I saw as I had this astral dream. Above them all, I saw a group of ships, and these were the Anunnaki. And they watched the Dracos down below. How they destroy themselves now. And many people see it now with Katy, right? This is all just the satanic matrix, guys. This is even not the Luciferian matrix. This is the satanic matrix. Even with Katy, with her eyes, this what she had, right? Or with Kanye. This is just we expose the satanic matrix. And this is still their plan. By the Anunnaki, by them. They want that people see through this. And the satanic beings, it's like they sacrifice their own lives. And they know this will happen, and they do dush, 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 dush. Everything they do is just dush, dush, dush. That people see it, so what the heck is going on with them? But they were always like that, they behaved always on this level. And the Anunnaki are above them and enjoy the show, okay? This is their plan, what I know about them. But through the great solar flash, we can be free if you want, and I hope for real they changed. T. And I hope that the light side will dominate in him, because I know he's a being from 5D. I saw it. And actually he's one of us. That's what many of you feel when you see him, when you hear him talking. But he is so programmed, because the Anunnaki, they tried to use him as a powerful weapon to install the Lucifer matrix. This is what they want, and these are the galactic humans. Alexander calls them the alien club. This is them, the galactic humans. And they have nothing in common with the Dracos. Alexander Laurel says the same, and it just confirms me what we saw as we stayed in 4D. This battle between these two counterparts. But actually they all work for the same. Okay, now we watch this together. And then you will see the vibration, yeah, that he can say anything against he. Yeah, and this is for real, his position.
I really hope that you and President Putin get together and can solve your problem. That would be a tremendous achievement. And I know you're trying to do that.
Do you see his
I really
face?
hope that you and President Putin get together and can solve your problem. That would be a tremendous achievement. And I know you're trying to do that.
So, do you see? This is for real? What's happening? Or why do you think he can do these things, T? When he really speaks always truth, do you really think he would be still alive? No. They try to use him as a very powerful weapon. You heard the noise, right? They use him as a weapon. That's what I saw as I had this astral dream. He was on the top, above the Dracos, above the lizards, above the Greys, with the Anunnaki together. Above them all. And I just know, at one hand, it must happen on this level, because there is no other way for humanity. It's like we must slowly go backwards, back to source, back to heaven. We must, and people must see through all illusions by their own. And imagine the most of the people even don't know they have a soul, and they even don't know that they have a heart and their intuition. They even don't know there's a spirit realm out there, and it's not about to judge someone or to blame someone. It just explains the consciousness. So, and these people like T, they want to open the spiritual gate. This is the spiritual awakening. Or in other words, the antichristic spiritual awakening. They want to open the gates for the spirit realm. That people see, oh, maybe there is more. Maybe I have a soul, I have a heart. But at the end, this is not the solution. That we believe technology more again as our own body. And this is the last illusion by them, that we are fully dependent on technology again. So when we have quantum technology or a quantum financial system, wow, right? That's so different to all the systems we had before. But the people still believe technology more. And they don't understand when you serve from your heart, life will serve you. You will get so much back when you serve from your heart. We give our power away again. This is the process of the last illusion, that we sooner or later understand that we are the creator, that we are a powerful source being. And when we open our hearts, we know exactly what to do. And technology is not controlling us any longer. No cube is controlling us any longer. No toxic codes are controlling us any longer. I highly recommend watch the movie The Green Beautiful. The Green Beautiful. It's a movie from France. And then you see the people which do everything from the inside, and they don't use any technology, these people. And they live with nature together. And they live together in peace and in harmony. And then they incarnate on earth during a short time with the goal to help. And then they can't deal with this food, they can't deal with the air, but they do everything from within. And then they disconnect people from the matrix, and they don't use any technology. In the movie The Green Beautiful. And this is us, guys. This is actually our path, and not that we give our power away to a new technology. This is the last illusion. Okay? So now, last but not least, we can watch Katy's performance. My personal feeling is they just play with us. I feel this is even not true. Because they want that people see through the satanic matrix now. This is why it's happening. Or why you can speak more about it now. Because they want that we see this. That people see it now. What's going on with Katy? So what's wrong with her eye? But I feel this is all just a show. It's all not real. It's all just a show. That we give our power and our time away. And I truly believe, that's just my feeling when I see her, it's a clone. It's not her. It's just a clone. And they play with us. That we choose a side again. It's all about, do you choose a side? Because when you choose a side, then you are in this dual consciousness. And when you are in a dual consciousness, then they can install their fake golden age easy. Because then you wait for a savior to come, you wait for a hero to come. There are the bad guys, there are the good guys. And it's like now you choose a side. And then you are in a constant battle. It's an instant battle, but you never find peace. You will never find peace. And you don't see what you can do right now. So in every moment you can spread peace and love. Every time when you wake up in the morning, and when it's a prayer for the people, you can spread your peace and your codes with humanity. That's why don't wait for anyone, because my feeling is they just play with us. This is even not real, what I see. This is not real with Katy. If this is so, and it's because the Pope did this to her, then I'm very sorry. But then it's also not a trap, but then people should see through the satanic matrix. When they say now it's because of the Pope. That's why she can't move her body for real. And she has no control over her eye any longer. Because of the pixie, you know? Even if this is so, and that's the reason, the goal is the same. They want that we see through the first illusion. And the first illusion is this, the soup, the blue pill. That they can install their quantum financial system. And this is the technology of the Anunnaki, guys. The Anunnaki use quantum technology. These are the ones which use medbeds. The Anunnaki are using this technology. And I hope for real that better beings have this technology in control now. But actually what I know is it was Anunnaki technology from Egypt. This is actually not new. The medbeds, this is not a new technology. It's all technology from Egypt and Atlantis. And the Anunnaki basically use this technology to be immortal, to be young, like in the movie Jupiter Ascending. That they can stay young, immortal forever. But actually it's impossible when you fell into duality, then you will age. You will age, there is no other way. And even when you use a medbed thousands of times, sooner or later you will age, and sooner or later you must die. And this happens when we fall into duality. And in heaven we don't age. We are immortal and we don't need a medbed because we do everything from the inside. And this is actually the last illusion, guys. And this is all technology from the Anunnaki in Egypt or in Atlantis. This is not new. The DS uses this technology since ever. They have totally other technology. They use technology to teleport already. They use technology, they are staying in their ships above Earth. Then they use that technology like in the movie Avatar. And then they have a physical experience here. And these are clones. And then they, boom, they program themselves out again. And then they are gone. And they have many different clones of themselves. They just play with us, guys. This technology was used in Egypt and in Atlantis. But for the collective, it's an innovative technology. Because the collective, they really forget who we are and who we were before the fall. They forgot that we have totally other technology. Right? And that's what I tell you, all this what's happening here when you dive into the rabbit hole, when you observe this show, this is the process for the collective mostly, that the collective sees slowly through these illusions. And they must go through their own process, through their own journey. And when they believe that medbeds will save their lives, now they are immortal, they can change their eye color, they can generate the artificial walk-in, then the other soul incarnates in their body. So it's like you play with the fire. You play like you are God. And this was our fall. So, oh, I don't like my nose. Yeah, okay, then I have a other nose now. When I use the medbed. Oh, I want to have a other soul in my body. My soul is getting on my nerves, okay? So get out of my body. Then you don't know which being will take over your body. Which being will come and will take over your body. This is what I try to tell you. It's dangerous. And it's actually more dangerous as the system we have now. Because really the people, when this should be exposed soon, the people go totally crazy. Because they don't understand that they are worthy right now. They are beautiful right now. Even when they are aging, they are beautiful. They are worthy. And they have beautiful gifts right now. And not when they look like a fashion model. Then everyone looks like a fashion model. Because this is what society over and over told them. They are just worthy and beautiful when they look like a fashion model. So when they have a symmetric face, symmetric eyes, a very beautiful body, then they have a perfect incarnated soul in their body. Now they have all the spiritual gifts activated. Now they can channel, they can do this. But sooner or later, these beings are not happy again, and then they feel sad and tired again. Now they have everything they always wanted, what society told them. Now they have everything society ever told them. Now they have it. Now they have their favorite eye color, their favorite skin color, their favorite hair color, whatever. Now they have everything. Now they are rich. Now they are worthy. They can buy whatever they want. They can teleport. They can do whatever they want. But their consciousness didn't change. They still believe they are just worthy when they have another eye color. Or when they use the medbeds thousands of times. Then we are still in a competition. But on another level, then we compete with each other. Oh, I used the medbed for over thousands of times. You used it just 90 times. I'm so much more worthy. See, I look so galactic. And you are already aging, you know? Because you will age when you don't use the medbed. Through the medbed, you can be young again. And you look young. And then we are competing with each other again. See, I used the meat bed for over thousands of times. I still look so young. You just used it 90 times. See, you are already aging. Ha ha ha, you look so ugly. The same. The consciousness didn't change of people. Because they believe they're just worthy, beautiful, when they have everything what society told them. And this is the consciousness of the collective, guys. Not us, but the collective. And do you really think it's a good idea when we expose this technology soon? No! We have so much more chaos as we have it now, guys. And this is technology from the Anunnaki, guys. They used it in Egypt. They used it because they were so afraid to age. They wanted to be immortal again because they fell. And when you fall, when you lose your place in heaven, when you don't feel your heart here, you cry self, then you are aging. And this happens. My gosh, see, I'm getting older too, a little bit. Now I'm 30 years old. 30. Yeah, and I'm aging here a little bit. Who cares? No, I don't have the power as I was when I was 20. Yeah, no problem to wake up at 3 a.m. again, and I did sports. As I started to eat raw vegan food, I tell you, when I was 24 or 25, really every day in the morning, I woke up at 4 a.m., I tell you, and I started to do sports. At 4 a.m., at 3 a.m., I had so much energy. I had no clue what to do with this energy. So I had so much energy. Then I can remember I ran, I did sports in the middle of the night. So what the heck is going on with me? Then I had a full-time job. Then I did a smoothie, you know, and then I took my bicycle and then I did my job. And then after I went to the pool with my bicycle and I made sports again. I swam and I swam and I swam and I swam the entire day. And then maybe at 9 a.m. I was at home, but I was already awake since 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. And at 9 a.m. I went back home, and then a little bit I calmed down. Then I have my old YouTube channel, and I edited videos up to, I don't know, 1 a.m. And then at 4 a.m. I woke up again, and then I did sports again. This was me when I started to eat with raw vegan, and I was 24 or something, or 25. Hey, I had so much more energy. But now I'm honest with you, I can't do it. When I try to wake up at 4 a.m., I feel like a mashed potato. Even when I still eat raw vegan, my nutrition didn't change, but my energy level, right? All this, what happened in the last years, this was so crazy, you know? And who cares? Yes, I'm getting older. Oh my gosh, I'm 33. Many people say I'm still young. Yes, I'm still young, but when I see young adults, which are 17 or 18, I feel a little bit of difference between us. Because actually I can be their mother already. It's so funny because many young people react to me. This is very interesting. When people see me in the bus or in the train, especially young people, they react when they see me. That's interesting. I don't know why. I don't figure out yet why. Maybe it's because of my style, or because I wear always sneakers, or I don't know why. Or maybe they just believe I'm fully stupid with my bald. I don't know. But it's interesting. Okay, so guys, we are aging and it's part of the process. So because we are fallen beings, or in other words, we are here in duality. And these beings, I tell you, the Anunnaki, they went so crazy. They believe they can do everything just with technology. They can be like God with technology. And then they want to be immortal. They use the meat bed over thousands of times. And then they were suddenly 1,000 years old. And they never died. Or 2,000 years, 3,000 years. So, wow, it's like you can change the time. And you are young. But when your consciousness didn't change, we do the same like the beings in Jupiter Ascending. They go totally crazy. The humans, yeah, in the movie Jupiter Ascending. And this is them. And they do the same, by the way. They harvest the energy of beings to be immortal. And they use these mid-beds as well. That's what I feel when I see Jupiter Ascending. This technology they use is quantum technology. Through this technology, they are young forever, but they harvest the energy of source beings to be young. And then we do the same for the collective, really. Is this the golden age? Is this for real? Us? Do we really want to do the same again? Like in Egypt or in Atlantis? But my feeling is there is no other way. Because the people must go through this experience. They must understand that they are beautiful, worthy, perfect right now. And not just when they use a meat bed. Or when they are immortal forever, ever, 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 ever. When your consciousness didn't change and when you don't see that you are beautiful enough, perfect enough, just the way you are, that God created you, that you are a beautiful being from source. When you don't see this, you will always hunt and chase a goal which you never arrive. You will never arrive there because you are always hunting and chasing and hunting and chasing and hunting and chasing the goal. So then we are competing with each other again. Who looks more young? Oh, I used the mid beds thousands of times. You just 30 times. Ha ha ha. You know, what the heck is this? This is their consciousness, guys. This is the golden age, really. And you can read it in the book of Revelation. And I just say that the Bible is fully hijacked for 100%. And if you want, you can read the game there in the book of Revelation, every detail. And it was just written in the book of Revelation that Marcel, me, and a few other people around the world entered 4D. It was just written in the book of Revelation at the exact date. And Naughty Beaver shared it. It was written in the book of Revelation. It was written in numerology. It was written in astrology that this will happen as the book of Revelation prophesied it. And this is what Alexander Rorol says too. That the book of Revelation is the only book which is still original when it's about the end times. I don't speak about the Bible. I speak about the book of Revelation, about the end times. This should be the only book which is still original or very true, because this is their artificial created battle. This is the battle of AI, and always with the goal that we believe technology more than our hearts. So, and when we give our power away to technology, we are completely lost. And then even quantum financial system will not save us, because the people will not be happy during a long time. They must shift their consciousness strong. They must shift, because then technology will use them. And this is the process. So that's why I tell you, I'm a little bit angry. Because when I see this information, because we stayed in 4D last year and I saw all this, that it is a trap. This stuff with mid bets, I saw it, and T from 5D told me this, guys. T and his team, the highest version of them, they wore a purple colored tie or purple clothes. And these were humans, these were the whiteheads from 5D. They have nothing in common with the beings I saw in my astral dream. They exist in many different dimensions. And he told me this. It's a trap. Even Make America Great Again. It's a trap. That's wrong. Fake news. It's not true. He told me this. And I cried so much because I felt it's for real them. It's their higher self. I just spoke to their higher selves, and this is no secret. It's so easy. Everyone can do this. Connect with their higher selves and feel their true energy, and not what they do in 4D and not what they do in this earth matrix. Then they are fully programmed, fucking programmed by this technology. This is not the end, guys. But maybe the collective must go through this, and there is no other way. Like you can see it in the book of Revelation. And Alexander says the same. This is the only book which is very original when it's about the end times. Just the book of Revelation, the rest not. The rest is fully hijacked. When it's about the end times, it should be very true. And I saw the same. I mean, I experienced it myself. That we entered 4D as the Bible said it will happen. And it was written nowhere. It was not written in the Mayans prophecies. It was not written in the Indian Prophecies, it was written nowhere, just in the book of Revelation. It was written there in every detail. Do you see this now? Or why do you think we got still attacked here? And Marcel is laying over there and he can't move his body? And I tried to help him energetically to shield up his energy when the Dracos attack us so crazy, especially Marcel. The Dracos are after him, strong, I know, basically. So what do you say? When everything is already done, I speak about this reality here, not what happened in the future. In the future, everything is done. Everything is done. But what's about this experience? Don't forget this physical experience here. This body here needs also attention. And when you see what's happening out there, here, just in this Earth matrix, then you will see what I mean. The soup on the sky, it doesn't stop. I still got attacked here. It's not over yet. Okay? But we are on a good path, because when a great solar flash occurs and the sunlight is getting brighter, people will see through all illusions soon. At first it starts with you, starseed, and I tell you one thing, it's a trap. It's not true with the mid-bats. Do you know what? The DS, these people which told us we are on the front as we entered 4D, before we entered 4D, they laughed about the mid-bats. These people, because I asked them, so what is about the mid-bats? And they laughed. They laughed. Do you know what they said? We have already the mid-bats. We have them already in the hyperspace. Come on and join the hyperspace, then the black helicopter will appear. This is what they told me. The mid-bats are just a joke. We have other technology already in the hyperspace. Come on and join the hyperspace. They laughed. Because it's a real trap. And T from 5D and his team told me the same. It's a trap. Make America Great Again is a trap. There's another meaning behind mega, and this is true. Two meanings, because he plays both sides, T, in the Earth Matrix. But actually he is from 5D, what I know. And I spoke to his higher self, and he tries to help himself, that he wakes up. And the astro dream I had, just grasp 4D, guys. The astro is 4D. So when you have astro projections, astro travels, you always enter 4D. In other words, that's the realm of hell. 4D is hell. This is the dimension which we were walking around, guys. You must stay here in your heart. Then you are able to enter 5D with your body, with your soul. But you must stay very centered in your heart. Then you can have dreams of 5D Earth and astro travels up to 5D too. But you must stay really centered in your heart. Here. And it's happening in the now. Because it's not about, we are actually just here to anchor the divine matrix here. Our soul. See, I'm so nervous. Now I must eat my chocolate. It's like, it's getting on my nerves. I need chocolate. You know? Do you see? It's a vegan chocolate. So, and I will stop with vegan food because I know in my case it was the right choice. You see, my skin and my eyes, you know, even when I feel not good many times because we got attacked like crazy, but I tell you, vegan food is saving my life. When I imagine when I would start to eat cheese, meat or something like this, I tell you, they will attack me so much more. Because when you eat this high vibrational food, in my case it works, then it feels to me like I vibrate over their attacks. I vibrate over their frequencies. And then I can do more. But when I eat this heavy food, so then I vibrate in their same frequency, and then they are able to attack me again. Okay? This is how I see it. And in the movie The Green Beautiful, the same. These people, they all eat raw. They eat everything raw in the movie The Green Beautiful. And they do everything from the inside. They can even disconnect people from the matrix. They are able to give the technology a reset just through their psychic abilities. And these are the true Pleiadians, what I feel. The people from the movie The Green Beautiful are the organic Pleiadians. And they create everything from the inside. And they are not one with technology. They are one with nature. This is how they live. And they are very close to us. But not the beings which serve the Rapier Matrix or the Anunnaki, which are also one with technology now. So the same. And at the end, I believe it's a divine game. And at the end, it's just about embody your Christ self into this hologram and start now. And even when you are aging, you are beautiful. Your gifts are beautiful enough. Train them as good as you can and live every moment you have.